All right, fellow Guardians, we're about to get on to our next match. So hang on, and we'll get everybody back on the team.
Question, I don't know.
Oh, it was a setup. Okay, we're good.
Okay, nice.
I was about to say, if there's echo, that's gonna be a bit of a problem.
That would have been pretty annoying, yeah, but like we said, no problems.
No problems. We're gonna
we
go
just got it like
completely
that.
without any hitches, nothing. Everything's all fine.
Yeah, problems can't happen if you don't believe in problems, That's the real way to go.
Stop acknowledging them, and they don't exist. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
all good.
Are we live, by the way?
All right.
Good to know. Let's go. Kirby 703 fan club versus Team Doramido.
All
Oh.
right. Oh.
I'm
Anyways,
excited.
we are back. We're here.
It's good to be back.
I mean, I just got here, so.
I know. No, yeah. Long time no Tetris.
It's too long without it, and you start losing your mind.
15 minutes is too many minutes. Yeah, we're just getting things worked out. No stress. We'll be right with you in the Tetris department, but
Yeah.
in the meantime,
Just please hold. Please hold. We got hold music, right?
I was gonna say in the meantime we can play. We can give our giveaway. We can give our giveaway stuff. Type connected in the chat and in the enhanced chat. Right? We're good at stalling for time. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, classic.
Who do you have winning this one?
Yeah, it's totally me. But yeah, no. Remember, just type connected in chat, both here and on the Enhanced Experience Twitch channel, and then you will have two separate chances to win a copy of the game.
Yeah, and enhanced games are pretty cool. If Tetris Effect is any indication, so
yeah,
let's do it.
we got some good game. We got some good games over at Enhanced.
Yeah, we're definitely completely unbiased. We would have no affiliation with Enhance.
None at
No,
all.
sir.
None at all. We just signed up and they were just like, "Hey, you seem like."
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Wait.
yeah,
So who do you
no.
think is winning this one? Doramido or Kirby 703 fan club?
That honestly, I have legit no clue.
It's hard, right? Like
It's
that's not just
super
me.
hard. It is super hard. It's super hard to pick a winner out of these two. Like, we got players like Kibby Bite, who was part of the first team to clear Maniac mode, so she definitely knows what she's doing. Super Shocky is definitely a very efficient player. So
Or Attack Menace,
Yeah, Score Attack Menace knows both Guideline and Classic. He's jack of all trades there. And then we also have Espeon, who's really going for those Maniac clears as well. I've seen them talk a lot about playing connected mode, so they are definitely familiar with it.
They're prepped, yeah.
Dormy is a pretty well-known name across Guideline. We've seen a lot of his stuff like all across the years, and it definitely still shows. Yeah, it's still shows in connected mode.
Yeah.
I have to say, playing connected versus when Dormy is boss, very scary. I've done it before. It's very scary.
Dormy is kind of a legend. Like it's not easy.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. Bido, also very good. Knows a lot of the technical stuff. Promo.
Bido's like an
is
old
also
player now, right? It's crazy. Promo is like on the come up.
Yep.
You know,
like we've got some really good players on both sides. So it's definitely quite a bit of a toss up here.
Yeah, I think my thought is like how well because Dormy is a jack of all trades, but I'm wondering how well Bido and Promo are gonna do in the modes they're less familiar with. Because as far as I know, they're both zone battle mains, or at least Promo is. Bido, I think so as well, but less confident. But I'm just curious to see, are they going to be able to keep up in the 1v1 format, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. All I'm itching to do is just see where this is going, really. That's all we can really do. All right.
But
looks
yeah,
like we're about to, yeah. Looks like we're about to get started really soon.
Nice. And yeah, no, so switching streamers, there's gonna be some tech issues. So, we appreciate your patience. Even if I'm feeling impatient and want to watch Tetris, I can imagine you are too, but we're doing.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do right now. We are here to yell at the match, not really work on it.
Yeah, but yeah. Let's go. I love following along.
That's gonna be okay.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah. Dormy versus Super Shocky in classic store attack.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
That is definitely going to be a very interesting match.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know Dormy's classic is pretty good. I think Super Shocky's classic is also pretty good, though I'm less familiar with it. So
Shocky is definitely capable in classic.
Yeah, so I'm just excited to see how they play out, how it plays out, Yeah, it looks like we're waiting to join. Oh dang, Shocky top 8 winners in classic score attack bracket, I find out.
Yeah.
Dang.
Shocky is definitely. I've seen Shocky play some classic.
Didn't know Shocky was that good, so.
Yeah, he's gotten max outs. He's definitely he's very capable.
Yeah, maxes are pretty tough. We'll have to see. Maybe Dormy will get lucky or find some crazy solutions, but we'll see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's been really fun keeping track of all the brackets that's currently running. Because there was a lot of people up. There's a lot of people in that classic bracket that I didn't expect a lot of. I didn't expect this many classic players to just jump into Tetris Effect just to play classic. It kind of threw me off guard.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad they are. Like I don't know. I'm super impressed by Tetris Effect so far. So it's like.
Yeah, I remember when this game first came out on Xbox. I saw a stream and I was like, wait, first, there are two things there were several thoughts going through my head. In the order, it was like, Tetris Effect has multiplayer, Tetris Effect is on PC, and also, there's classic in it. Like, all three of those thoughts came at once, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get the game.
Yeah.
And well, we're here right now. We're talking about.
Yeah, the players are in the room. It's just about time.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Just waiting for both players to ready up.
Yep.
And there we go.
We did it.
Good luck.
The wait is over. Tetris time, baby.
All right, let's see what level they pick.
Looks like an 18
going
from
for an
Shocky.
18.
Yeah.
Yep, the classic
right into the
CTWC
thick of things.
Yeah, the CTWC special. Here we go.
Yeah.
Can't really do the 3-2-1 Tetris, can we?
Yeah, I mean.
Now that it's started, now we definitely can.
Yeah, now we're definitely too late. You know, it's okay. We'll live without it, I hope.
All right, Shocky getting that Tetris right off the bat. Dormy's gonna have to stack a little bit. Opts for a double. Yeah,
but does find the Tetris eventually as well.
Yeah, so... Shocky's gonna quickly follow that up with another Tetris, though. That long bar, unfortunately, not coming in a little too early.
Yeah, and Dormy a little bit of a messy stack already off the bat here.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Probably gonna have to dig this down, but...
Cleaned it up. He's gonna opt for that triple, I think. Indeed, yeah, he is. Opt for the triple while Shocky... Yeah, Shocky's going...
Shocky's so efficient already, right? Like...
Yeah. He does have a bit of an eye dependency right there in the middle of a stack. Oh!
Yeah,
that's
looking
an interesting
for a
play.
center well. This is a little greedy, but it is interesting.
Burns a little bit. Gonna have to opt for a triple. Not,
Makes sense, I think. You know, can't get
yeah,
too
definitely
greedy,
a safe play. Yeah. Greed will definitely kill. Making a bit of a hole in the stack. Has to use that long bar to clear a single. That gives Dormy some time to catch up, and now,
it's basically an even game now, yeah, like...
Yeah, dare I say, the scores are neck and neck.
Yeah. That is the classic, you know?
We are in classic Tetris right now, so, gotta use those terminologies.
Yeah. Sure, you know your audience, you know? Yeah,
both players playing really clean. Yeah, there's a couple skims on the right hand side to get that Tetris. Decides not to use an eyepiece. Yeah, decides not to use that eyepiece to make the Tetris itself.
Yeah, that's a bit Dormy. I don't know if that T placement was intentional, but let's see if
Dormy
can fix it.
Definitely didn't seem like it, seeing as there was a bit of an overhang.
All right, a little awkward, but Dormy does get fixed up, but gonna give Super Shocky the lead back.
Yeah, Shocky is about, I want to say 2.5 Tetrises about?
Yeah,
about like over 2 Tetrises, I know that much.
Yeah.
But Dormy does have a pretty high well here. Could definitely go for a Tetris right away.
Does find one.
And Shocky's gonna immediately follow that up. Really leaving no room for Dormy to breathe here.
Yeah, but, you know, I think where this match will definitely be decided even more is in the sort of later phases where the speeds start picking up. Dormy able to find another Tetris, but now with a bit of a stinky stack. Does clean it up very nicely, though. I'm very impressed.
That's some good cleanup. It did cost an eyepiece, but, you know, it's better to try and keep that efficiency.
Yeah. You know, I thought those piece dependencies might come back and bite, but I guess just was very aware of like the hold cue and fixed it very nicely.
Yeah, Shocky still going for those Tetrises pretty cleanly. Yeah, now there's a bit of a hole in the stack, but Shocky has some room to make some errors, I think. Definitely doesn't have to worry about going for full Tetris efficiency right now, while Dormy has a lot of
make up. Yeah.
Vertical
my goodness.
touch from Shocky.
Yeah.
Still going for those Tetrises, like
it is crazy efficiency that Shocky's bringing to the table here.
Like Dormy's doing good, getting that efficiency back, but Shocky is still well ahead.
I'd be interested in seeing the Tetris rate for Shocky, because I feel like it has been very consistent.
Yeah, definitely.
With terms of lines cleared, like it has been very impressive, the efficiency we've seen.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, this is a pretty darn big lead, but doesn't mean it's over. We're still pre-transition.
We haven't reached transition yet. We've got plenty of time, just as long as nobody trips up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock on wood before I jinx it.
I was gonna say, good call.
like that was a very bold call to make. I'm gonna make sure I don't jinx it. Oh my god!
Dormy's eyepiece there looks very awkward. Gonna have to skim down.
A bit of an off-center well from Shocky. Manages to put it back on that right side, holding that too wide just to give a little room for extra pieces to drop down.
And Dormy opting to build on top of the existing garbage.
Yeah, goes for a dirty Tetris there. Very nice. Unfortunately, Shocky is still very good on pace, despite having a bit of a mishap there. Recovered it really nicely, though.
And Dormy gonna get that Tetris to clean up the field. Never mind.
A Tetris right before transition.
Yeah.
A Tetris right before transition, though, is pretty good. That's the best you could do there. But yeah, Dormy is ahead on line, so this isn't looking too hot.
Yeah, I mean, the difference is still only, what, about 3 Tetrises? Is that right? So, it's not impossible to come back for Dormy, but gonna have to do more than skim the singles that he's been skimming. I'll say that much.
Opening up that too wide again, definitely getting more opportunities to get another Tetris. Is Tetris ready?
Right. Yes, but
just
will
gotta
the
wait for that
long bar
long bar.
come? Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. That's one, but Shocky
a bit in the
finding...
clear. But Shocky is definitely playing a lot more efficiently. Unless Shocky trips up significantly, this might be his game.
Yes, but it's not over.
It's definitely it's not over till it's over. You know.
Do you know, by the way?
Can happen.
Do you know about Shocky's like? Is Shocky a DAS player or like a hyper tapper? Do you have that knowledge by any chance?
The thing is, I've asked him this I've asked him this question before,
oh my goodness.
I want to. Oh god.
Well, why you say that though? Shocky topping out entirely, which means Dormy.
Yeah, Dormy has a chance, but let's see how the speed level goes.
It's definitely not over.
T-flat answering the question. Place tap.
Tap.
I did knock on wood. You just did not hear it. Yeah, Dormy has plenty of time to make this up. Just needs to. If Dormy can play it safe and just not go too greedy.
Yeah, and I mean, look at Dormy, just literally singles and doubles, like.
Yeah, clean stacking. Doesn't want to, like. Dormy can absolutely take his time, but you can't be taking too much time, otherwise you just lose.
Yes, but with the lead shrinking to 1440, it's gonna take only 2 singles at this point.
Yeah,
so...
but yeah, it's completely fine.
And there it is. That's the game.
He takes it. That was a very good first round.
Yeah,
very good first
round. Dormy.
Here we are having some doubts about him,
but
some good stuff from both players. Very good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Now it's Dormy's turn. Let's see. Also starting at 18.
Yeah, Dormy's no casual.
Yep, the two thumbs up. Yep, they just agreed on it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And yeah, this is
like
only
starting...
first to 2, so.
Okay, the T pieces where their stacks start to deviate, but.
Yeah, it is cool to see like the stacks mirror each other at first a lot of the time.
Yeah, I remember one of the CTWC finals had like a very, very identical start.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
It might have not been finals, but it was definitely one of the.
Yeah, the meaningful matches.
One of like the top 8 matches.
Yeah, and I mean, just look at the like stacks of both of these players, right? Like.
Yeah.
Playing really well around like skims, or well, not skimming rather.
Dormy gonna have to use that eyepiece as part of the stack rather than getting a Tetris.
Yeah, I mean that'll happen a lot of the time, right? Like, even though there are a limited number of eyepieces, like sometimes you get unlucky, or you just get a lot of eyepieces in a row, and you're gonna just have to use them in the stack. Which is, so you know, it's part of the process, but Dormy's stack.
Dormy is
not pretty. I say that, and the perfect pieces.
Getting those two. I was about to say those J dependencies look a little scary, but you know we got them.
You did get them.
Yeah.
Oh, could have had a Tetris there, I think, but gonna just take one now, so
that's up
not a big deal.
Into a Tetris. Yeah, Shocky is still ahead by a little over a Tetris.
Yep. So,
Nearly two
it's...
Tetrises, yeah.
It's still fairly close. It's definitely too early to make judgment calls, but Dormy does have a stinky field, going to have to downstack it. Ooh, that eye, I think, was also a misdrop, but also getting the eyepieces from God there.
Dormy's stack is a bit high.
It is, yeah, I know, it's scaring me.
Also,
but
to answer Kibby's question, yeah, I think it was Joseph and Corion in 2019.
Dang.
I think that was the match, because I remember both players were having a really good time about it.
Dang, you got the stats and everything. Respect.
I used to watch a lot of classic Tetris before playing like Guideline and stuff.
It's definitely a way like a lot of people got in the game, so it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Like this is definitely what a lot of people think about when they think Tetris.
Or yeah,
Guideline
especially
can be a little
Tetris,
intimidating,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, Guideline can be a little intimidating.
Which is fair. Alright, so
Dormy's
Shocky
doing
again.
a bit of a dig down.
Like, Shocky's got a big lead. Dormy is finally cleaned up, but that's a 5 Tetris difference, which is very large. Like,
yeah, there's a huge difference in score right now.
Yeah, it's not like some of the score attack we saw earlier where we saw even larger discrepancies, but it is still a big discrepancy, especially at the level that both the players can play at, so.
Looks like Dormy is trying to set up for a vertical T-tuck there.
Oh, T-spin?
It's just nope, not even a T-spin.
Had the T and Q and wasn't able to adjust fast enough.
T-spins are very weird here.
They're scary. Yeah, you have what?
Yeah, they're
1 or 2
much
frames?
scarier.
Like, or maybe that's post-transition.
You have such a small window regardless.
Yeah.
Like I find myself panicking at level 15 when I try to do a T-spin.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Look at Shocky going Tetris after Tetris. Dormy getting 2 in a row, but we're gonna have to see how this goes.
Alright, another Tetris for Dormy. And yeah, look at Shocky's efficiency.
Thank you, Classic players, for clarifying on the frame data.
Let's go. We got the knowledge.
We are on the Classic Tetris channel.
That's true.
As previously mentioned, we are kind of on their turf.
Yeah.
I will not act for a moment like I know everything about this game, because I do not.
Yeah, that's my job. No, I'm kidding. I wish I knew more about Classic, but unfortunately I don't.
I do love that this game. I do love that Classic Score Attack does have that familiar format that you see in the CTWC.
Let's see if Dormy can nail 2 more Tetrises before transition.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. There's another Tetris right there.
There it is.
Oh
wait, it's...
Hopefully Dormy can get some. Not quite. Is Tetris ready now? But
it does find the eye, so.
Gonna use that eye to set up another one.
I think Dormy
will be
just
Tetris ready before transition.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have a choice here with how behind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We are getting close to transition.
We're getting there. You know, I definitely thought it was at 110 lines for some reason, and I was wrong.
I thought it was 120.
So, you know, I thought so based on your commentary. I was like, I wasn't the only one. Let's go.
we are so good at this.
Yes. But yeah, Shocky, I will say, I'm no Classic expert, but this pace is very impressive. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure this is max pace. I could be wrong, but
it's one. Ooh, Shocky's stack is looking a little precarious. Gonna have to do a bit of down stack.
Still on 18 right now, but this is gonna start.
Can't use that eyepiece for the Tetris. That's unfortunate.
But does like escape the situation.
Okay. Yeah, escapes the situation using the power of tapping right there. Right back to the bottom, immediately down to 20.
And like, Shocky just had to not die.
I'm gonna be honest, that was very nerve-wracking. That was a little too close for me.
Yeah, I'm surprised Shocky's playing this risky with such a big lead. Like, I definitely wouldn't have expected that at all.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a bit of a An Icarus moment. Flying too close to the sun there. Speaking of, those, yeah. Looks like, looks like he's got a little too greedy there. It's gonna be up to Dormy to get a chase down again. This could seal the deal.
I mean, it could. It depends on whether Dormy can get these points.
Dormy is pretty low on the board, so it's pretty likely, I want to say. It's absolutely doable.
It's definitely possible, but whether it'll happen, who knows? Like, it's a lot of points.
Yeah, that's still a lot of points to make up. It's just you gotta keep a good pace going.
Yeah. And yeah, another Tetris just
very lucky to have 2 eyepieces come back to back like that. Otherwise, I don't think Dormy would have been able to get that Tetris.
Alright, Dormy is playing very, like, cool and composed, but...
Yeah, definitely, playing very...
Right,
I can feel the heightened focus from Dormy right now.
I know, right? I can feel, like, the nerves.
Like, if I were in this situation, I would have already panicked and topped out way before this. Like, it's...
Yeah. But, you know, that's why we're not here, you know? and that's
that Tetris is gonna send it. Wow. Look at that Tetris rate from Shocky, though. 69.8.
Shocky played incredibly efficient that second game, and I think
that was very good.
Got a tiny bit carried away.
Yeah, that high stack towards the end.
Yeah.
Very good games, both players.
Absolutely. And that is a 1-0 lead for Team Dormido. Oh.
Is it Dormido or Dormitu?
I don't have the answer. I'm gonna go with O because it's Bido and Promo, so it's like I feel like that makes sense to me, but there's a lot of O's, so it could be two, you know.
But there's a lot of O's after a consonant, so it's like ooh, you know. It's like
ooh. You make a compelling point there. Ooh.
Can we get a Dormido ooh rep to answer this question, please?
I wish. I don't know if it'll happen, but I do hope.
One can only hope.
Yeah. But, you know, now we're in Connected Versus, and it's boss time, baby. And I don't know who's been chosen, but I am excited.
Let's see who's who, you know? It's great. Right, we just wait on the players, and then bada bing, bada boom.
You know, they still got choices to make. They got some thinking to do. So I think Kirby 703 fan club has to send their representative first, right? I believe. I think that's how it works. I read the format. I'm prepared. I'm gonna say this with confidence. The winner of the first 1v1 gets the first boss pick. So, I lied. It's definitely Team Dormido who's the boss first. Just had to throw everyone for a loop. You know, sometimes you gotta throw it out there with confidence and be wrong. And you know,
I appreciate the conviction. You took conviction in that. You died on that hill.
I had to go for it, you know. But yes, it is going to be Team Dormido with the first boss pick. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, while they think about that, you know, I gotta say, I'm a little surprised by the result in our first match.
Yeah, that is a bit surprising. It's a bit scary. But you know, in the end, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter too much.
Yep. And yeah, it looks like the team has gotten in there. They just know, you know, we're the team. We have to deal with someone, and it looks like it's gonna be Bido as the boss, which is exciting.
Let's see what boss Bido picks here, though.
Was that Capricorn? I see.
That is indeed Capricorn.
God, it's like I'm an expert.
Don't worry.
I should probably beat Connected Versus at some point. You know, I own the game now since WPL. Like, this is my opportunity.
Yeah. don't worry. I do. I'm almost certain I know everything about Connected. So.
Yeah, you know, you're the
So
expert.
I should be like I have played this mode quite a bit. I do. I want to believe I have the confidence to say, yeah, I know what I'm doing with this.
Oh, Mr.
But yeah,
Confident, what attacks does Capricorn send for the people at home?
So what Capricorn sends actually quite a few different attacks, but they all have the same underlying theme of altering your pieces. Starting off, Capricorn usually sends Trimino, which is just basically pieces of 3. If you're familiar with how Fractured works in Mystery, it is basically the same exact thing. So that means you will get a bunch of L and I3s, and also some disjointed ones, which are not actually Triminos. After that, as time passes, you will start to get Pentamino, which is I'm pretty sure something a lot of people are familiar with. It is pieces with 5 minas instead of 4. And it usually dwells on that for a while before switching to Broken, which is hell.
Yeah, Broken does seem tough, but you know, you got to get there first. And so Bido's got a lot of surviving to do, I think. And we're getting right into it, it looks like.
But yeah, Knighting did point out, L3s rotate inconsistently, and that is because they are all based on a current Tetramino and follow their rotation centers rather than just following a new one. So there is no kicks. Bido is playing as boss right now.
Yep. And the first zone gonna get popped here by the attacking team.
You can see this. You can see them getting their placements ready while every other player is in the middle of placing their piece. That's definitely something you want to have when it comes to Connected Versus, is that team coordination.
It is really
you want to have you want to have your teams coordinated and like ready to drop pieces so you can get out of the zone quickly so the boss doesn't have time to defend.
Yep. And Bido looks like focusing on defense a little bit right now.
Yeah. Hit him with the Pentamino, which is gonna make things a little more difficult and will slow them down a bit, which gives Bido the ample time to play defense.
We'll say they are handling it quite well though, and Bido gonna send a no hold and a bump up. So this is where it starts to get a little bit more messy, I feel, for the attacking team. I guess they're both attacking teams, huh? Might not be the best way of describing them.
Yeah.
But
just boss and teams, I guess.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Bido going kind of off with these Pento attacks. I do believe it's gonna stick on Pento for a good amount of time. The pieces in which you get from Pentamino will change, so you won't worry about something like X Pento until later on.
They do have zone ready, just about.
Yeah. Two players are really high on their board, so that's definitely gonna be a good time for a zone.
Yeah. This is
starting off with a very low cascade from Kibby. Kibby's board was really low with that well, so they didn't get a lot of cascade lines, which gives them a lot more opportunities to go for clears, which do more damage.
Yep. And, 18 there. Let's see.
18. That was a pretty fast 18. Yeah, that's gonna put Bido a bit on the ropes, but definitely has some room to defend, I think.
Yep. And might just try and choose to attack instead, I think.
Yeah, I don't think Bido can afford to play defense right now. Because the team is low on their stacks following that zone. So yeah, gonna hit him with a no next Pento, which definitely will slow them down quite a bit. You can see on Shockey's board, he already has an X. We are gonna get to the really hard Pentos now.
Oh, the hard Pentos are terrible. Oh, I tried Pentamino Sprint, and it is unpleasant, to say the least.
Yeah, it does really make you think about how Tetris is that good balance between speed and difficulty.
Yeah.
Pento is just really hard.
There are some people who do know how to play around Pentos, and I'm impressed every time.
Yeah, I know a few people who know how to play around Pentos, and it's definitely interesting. Also, a little known thing, you can kind of screw around with the Pentos. You can screw around with the Pentos using SRS. Because unlike the Triminos, the Pentos follow their own rotation center.
Yeah, and that I mean, I don't know, I've seen some like weird spins done with those too, which are crazy.
And speaking of weird speaking of weird, we start to see some broken.
Oh yeah, this is starting to look gross, but they have the zone ready. So this is gonna be really definitely difficult. Gonna get a chance.
Bito's gonna have to be very aggressive with their down stacking and getting clears. But that misdrop might, that misdrop's gonna hamper their progress a little bit on that.
Yeah, it's
still
not
getting
gonna be
spin doubles, still playing a bit efficiently, getting 7-2 stack going, getting a few T-spins, getting a few Tetrises, really trying to stay low, bracing for the attack. Just barely alive.
Just barely surviving it, yeah.
Okay, getting a line clear off of that defense. It is very precarious for Bito. Gonna have to try and get an attack in.
Yeah.
As soon as opts for defense instead.
I mean, it's fair. Like, if you have no space to work with, you really can't start attacking anyone.
Ooh, that eyepiece is not playing.
I know, yeah. Oh. But Bito is still alive here.
Are definitely scared of that. Really trying to use IRS to that advantage.
Oh no!
Forgot to IRS on that L piece. Tops him out.
Try to get a little greedy, but it is really hard to be boss.
Good first match. That was a good first match, though.
Yep. Or I guess first connected match.
Yeah.
And it's now 1-1 in the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm. Well, looks like Shocky made a good call by going team first.
I mean, they don't get to choose. The people who won round 1 are boss first, I think. Pretty sure. I will reread the rules. Winning team of the round 1 match gets the first boss pick.
Oh.
So they're boss first.
Well, clearly apparently I didn't read the stream notes, because I just completely forgot about that.
That's okay, you know? But, you know, we're gonna have a boss match back from the other team being the boss. And what I'm thinking of in our last connected match with Team Japan almost lost entirely to the stage 1 boss that was chosen. So I'm wondering, you know, how tough is this going to be for the team of 3 here against the stage 1 boss?
Yeah, the earlier area bosses do actually pack a bit more of a punch than you think. It's just that because they're so early on, you don't really get a chance to see the power of those attacks. Not to mention that the CPU is also kind of dumb. Like, the CPU very early on is not very smart, so.
Yeah. You know, which makes sense. You know, if you're supposed to be beating stage 1 of a video game, it'd be crazy if that was Bowser's Castle. So, you know,
some people
it makes
like
a lot
that
of sense.
challenge.
Well, I mean, even in challenging games, I feel like there's still, like, difficulty progression, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, speaking of challenges, let's see if which of the teams is more up to the challenge of going up 2-1 in the series.
Oh, looks like the teams have been reversed on the...
And while we're setting up this match, good opportunity. Remember to type connected. Get in the giveaway. Just type connected. It's that easy.
Yeah.
And you have a chance to win any enhanced game. And those are pretty cool. So just type connected. It's that easy.
See.
But it looks like we're all in the room. We all made it.
Yep.
And
Looks like we're just waiting for these players to ready up.
man, we're about to be there, you know?
Looks like Twitch chat is trying to spell connected.
They got there, kind of. Good enough.
I'll give that a C minus.
3D, you know, same thing if you think about it.
That's definitely like a C minus or D.
Yeah, close enough.
Anyways, let's see how Shocky does here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Already, right off the bat.
First zone about to be ready, holy cow. Or is ready, I guess.
A quick pop in before that zone starts.
Oh, and look, they're all building up. I like this.
Yeah. Yeah, they got that prime. They got the prime opportunity to do a lot of.
Yeah.
Line clears.
This is the chance.
Throwing some Minos down there right off the bat, getting up to 7 lines. They are focusing a lot more on stacking rather than clearing, which is pretty interesting. Because the attacks are based on lines and not the amount of lines you clear at a given time.
But 18, pretty good zone.
Yeah, Shocky's halfway up his board.
I know, I'm thinking about the last game with Bido, and I felt like this kind of didn't happen, you know? Like, Bido was able to survive the first zone pretty well, I thought.
I will say, playing boss is pretty hard.
It is really hard to play boss. We haven't seen a boss victory today, I think, at all. Ooh, I will say, though, it's starting to look pretty difficult for the side of the 3. Not, like, imminent danger yet, but Shocky's attacks are definitely starting to, like... I see the soft drop, like, they're starting to do damage, starting to make things difficult for the team of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Promo finally learned how to Z-spin, or S-spin, whichever piece that was. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, managed to get that good kick in.
Yeah.
Those kicks are really helpful for getting some finicky holes in your stack fixed.
It looks
and they're
very
about to end the next zone.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, they're gonna be ready. It looks very awkward to like spin in the middle of boss attacks. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Can they get the 19 off? Ooh, 17, but not bad at all. And
that's gonna
just
be enough.
The end.
Yeah, that's just it.
And 2-1 for Team Doribido. Crazy. And yeah, it looks like we have a fairly good shot of seeing that ace match. If all it takes is Team Kirby 703 fan club to win this 1v1 and the bosses to go both ways, as they have, that's all it takes.
Mm-hmm. We've got... I feel there's going to be a lot of back and forth going on here.
You know, I am glad the camera scene isn't working, because my mom just brought me a beer and it overflowed, and now my whole desk is wet. So,
ooh,
you know what?
That's not fun.
But you know, it's all in a good day's work.
Yeah.
You know, but like we said earlier, you know, problems don't exist unless you acknowledge them. So.
Yep.
Happens to the best of us, and you know, I think we're gonna have to see who both teams choose for their 1v1s.
Oh, that's a good layout. All those O's just trailing off, and that's great. That's great. Wonderful.
As it should be.
Ormito.
That does look really nice on that overlay.
Yeah. All right, so up next we got another 1v1 here.
Yeah, I'm excited. Excited to see who both teams will put as their aces for the tiebreaker, as well as for this match.
All right, Twitch chat is trying to spell a word again.
I wonder what the word could be.
Dormito...
A plus.
This is a...
Good job.
Wow, wonderful job. Like...
I think they crushed it. Yeah, I'm excited to see who the teams choose for their 1v1s. What's your guess here? Who on who?
That is a good question. I'm trying to think about this. But we saw Shocky and Dormy play Classic.
Yep. So they can't be chosen.
Nah. I want to say... Something's telling me it's going to be Zone Battle, but I'm not 100% sure who would be a part of it.
I feel like it won't be Zone Battle, but I could also be totally wrong.
If it's Score Attack, I have a feeling that it will be Kibby, but I'm not the one calling the shots on either team, so we'll see how it goes.
My read is it's going to be Bido versus Kibby, but in what? I don't know.
Bido versus Kibby in Score Attack might be interesting. I don't quite remember what Bido has done in Score Attack, so my apologies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. You know, I just know very talented zone player, right? So.
Yeah. There's gonna be 0 zone. Yeah, there's not gonna be. We're gonna be saving Zone Battle for tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, you know?
Yeah, we are playing Score Attack, it seems.
Yeah, let's see if my guess was right. But yeah, I will say it is tough to contest pretty much anyone on Dormido in Score Attack. Or, I mean, in Zone Battle.
Yeah, those three are very scary.
But yeah, let's see who's playing.
Why are the scores attacking? Why can't they get along?
That's an excellent question. I like friends, you know? Why don't the Score Attacks like friends?
Why don't we just get along, you know?
Yeah. That's a message I could get behind. But yeah, it looks like we've got Espeon in the room, so I'm already wrong. It's that easy. Against Promo.
All right. Espeon versus Promo. All right.
This is gonna be interesting.
Guess if we have to do that last 1v1, it's gonna be a very interesting match between.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I predicted right just for the wrong match, you know, if you really think about it.
I mean, we're completely off on the players.
Yeah. But
Anyways,
I will say.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I will say I know Promo has been going back and forth with Firestorm for the LST Ultra World Record. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some LST stacking for Promo.
It's going to be very interesting to see LST, especially at a higher level.
Yeah.
Because you do have to keep in mind that a level is still chosen, which means that gravity will be different. And if I remember correctly, like LST tends to not be as great when it comes.
Yeah, when it comes to super high grav. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, going off of the Ultra, I think Promo does have a good grasp on what to do. I'm not sure about Espeon. I haven't really seen him play a lot that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what comes out of this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, promo. I hope we see some 6-3, but who knows? Let's get right into it.
Looks like we're raring to go. Here we go.
Yeah, starting out already. All right, let's see what speed level they opt for.
15.
All right, 15.
Pretty standard.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Looks like some LSD.
Yeah. I called it. Let it be known.
I will be interested to see how far this goes, because I know that LST doesn't. It tends to fall apart towards the top, towards the higher levels. So we'll have to see. Espeon.
Yeah. Espeon seems to have a T-spin into like what's probably going to turn into Tetris's.
Yeah, gonna keep that back to back, but ooh, spoke a little too soon.
Well, you know, it
getting
happens.
That single, yeah, broke that back to back. That in a game like this, it's unfortunate because breaking that back to back could usually spell the end. Oh wow, promo is straight into ST stacking. Started off on LST. Very interesting.
Yeah, this is pretty cool to see. I will say one thing I guess I am worried about for Espeon is I know Promo is an incredibly fast player. So I'm wondering if the line discrepancy and like lines cleared is going to be too large, whether like that 2-minute timer could come into play.
Of course, it's a bit
early.
weird when it comes to it's a bit weird when it comes to score attack.
Yeah, I think my thought is just like Promo's got almost double the lines of Espeon. Okay, never mind. Espeon just cleared to Tetris, so I'm a silly goose. But oh, is this a TST tower on the right side?
Oh,
I love me some TST towers.
I did remember a few people mentioning this. I honestly did not expect it, but if this goes well, Espeon could take it back with this.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna cancel out of the TST tower though. I do think it is very tough to keep that sustainable at higher gravities.
Absolutely is. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Let's see what Espeon tries to go for here. Oh, looks like a bit of a donation.
Yeah, it's a little messy, but it is very hard to keep clean under this gravity.
All right, Promo's gonna keep that those T-spin doubles going. Not exactly ST stacking, but oh, going back to LST, it seems.
It's kind of LST. It's a little wonky. It's a little freestyle, but
yeah, it's a bit of a weird, kooky LST.
Yeah,
but it's still working. Promo's still getting that back to back, still getting those T-spin doubles really well.
It's true, and everyone's got to add their own little flair. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah. Always nice to see a fresh new tactic going on.
Yeah.
And right back to ST. Wow.
Yeah. These transitions are really cool.
Yeah, really smooth transitions in between both forms of stacking.
Oh yeah. And Promo's lead already looks so difficult to overcome for Espeon with, 900k points already? Like, it just feels like this is a relentless machine of efficiency,
Yeah. Espeon's stack is looking a little precarious. Quite a few mishaps. Well, looking to set up that SDSD right there, yeah. Still going to be able to close that gap a bit, I think.
Yeah.
How to follow up after that is a very interesting question, though. Oh, right with a Tetris. Unfortunately, he doesn't really keep it for long. He's gonna have to go to down stacking.
Yeah, it's hard to, you know, if you have the down stack and your opponent is just pumping out like very consistent back-to-back LST/ST stacking, like it feels very, very difficult to deal with. But Promo's starting to reach those higher speed levels, so we'll have to see whether the young talent can keep this composure under the stress and the pressure of high gravity. A little bit of hamburger action. I love some hamburgers.
You don't have to get me thinking about hamburgers right now, dude. Oh goodness.
Oh no, now I'm hungry too. I didn't even think about it like that. Oh no.
You fool!
I've doomed us all. But
can't believe this guy.
That's my bad. It won't happen again, I swear.
Yeah, well, it won't happen again because I'm already hungry. There's not much you can do now. Espeon stack is very... Espeon stack is looking a bit messy. Oh, looking to set... Oh, can't really... Doesn't really have the room to set up a Kaiden.
Romo's got a lot of interesting ideas, too, with some of these donations. And it feels like this gap
is
only widening.
Tetris goes back down to LST. Actually, isn't really able to keep it.
Yeah, this is when the gravity starts kicking in, and it's like, oof.
This is when the gravity starts getting a bit too much for LST. And kind of have to rely on improv.
Ooh, that was, I think, also a little misdrop.
Now, Espeon is behind. Now, Espeon is a good amount behind. Not just in lines, but also scores. So there's still a chance for Espeon to come back from this.
Yes.
Just needs to play really strategically here.
That, but also I worry about, again, that 2-minute time limit, because like we said, we don't know really if Promo's a master of the high grav or not, but if not, then I don't know, it might lead to an early top out and even more limiting time, I guess, for Espeon. And look at this board from Espeon too, right? Like that's gonna be a forced down stack, right? It has to be. Like you have to get down.
Yeah, Espeon is definitely like biding their time here. Definitely taking a good amount of, just taking their time with this. Going pretty slow.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, going slow, not the worst idea. Like 2 minutes generally is a lot of time, right? But
yeah.
It is, I think, gonna be difficult. Is this gonna be a 1,000,000-point gap?
It could easily reach the millions.
Yeah, it's close. I'm kind of hoping to see it, honestly. I would be very impressed. Oh, but now
that'd be a very scary deficit.
993. Oh, Espeon finds another T-spin. Yeah, I don't think the million deficit will happen this game.
Yeah, Espeon is definitely trying to keep that gap between the two very like as small as they can.
100%.
And with how Promo's stack is looking and this current speed, I think Promo might be done real soon.
Real soon is an understatement. I give him about 15 seconds. Max. Maybe a little less even.
You say that as Promo's stack progressively gets worse and worse.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have a choice. At level 29.
230 lines. Level 29.
Yeah, and now the onus is all on Espeon to make up these 900k.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit stressful here, I think.
Yeah, it is not easy.
Brian looks like finding a T-spin. Okay, looks like they're ST stacking on top of that, which is pretty good. Definitely gonna cut back on that point deficit.
But even now, right? Still 750k and down to 1 minute.
Has to break that back-to-back, which is definitely very punishing.
Yeah, this is...
Back-to-back is a very important thing to maintain when it comes to score attack here.
Yeah,
it's very
gonna
hard.
want those points, like...
Ooh, that's not the best O placements. That's gonna screw up the stack a bit more.
And yeah, also with speed level 26 now, I think slowly approaching an end here.
Espeon might be reaching the limit here.
Limit in many ways, like 35 seconds on the clock.
Yeah,
like,
time limit.
It's just
time
difficult.
limit, speed limit. Like it's looking very rough.
It's pretty grim, but it's not yet over.
It's not over till it's over.
Yep.
It is not over until it is over. Ooh, that T was not great. Managed to fix it with a mini T-spin.
Oh, and that's
unfortunately unable to.
And was able to lower the gap to 600,000, but 600,000 is still a pretty big gap. And Espeon gonna choose speed level 10.
Yeah, gonna slow it down a little bit. Take things a bit slower.
Yeah, which is
starting
fair.
off with a DT cannon. That's definitely a good way of. That's definitely a pretty. I see now. Okay, never mind. I see now. I absolutely see now. DT cannon is definitely yeah. Definitely more capable. The C spin at the bottom, but you don't go for it in an infinite TST like this.
I think what I'm wondering is, can Espeon keep this up? Because infinite TST is really hard.
I have heard that Espeon is actually really good at infinite TST.
I believe it. It's showing.
Yeah, definitely showing a lot of it here. Unfortunately, not quite the best pieces. You can see the hesitation that Espeon has. Unfortunately, at a lower gravity, that also means your opponent has an easier shot. Yeah, has an easier chance of getting around this stuff. But look at that. Look at, like, some really good TSTs here.
I do think, though, Espeon has definitely been keeping it closer this game. Where I feel like at this point in the last game, promo is already up a couple 100,000. Like, this game definitely feels significantly closer already, which is good.
Opting to take that T-spin triple there. Yeah, you can see Espeon really taking their time spinning the pieces here.
Yeah. Which, I mean, yeah, like, infinite TST is hard enough. Doing it on quick gravity is even harder, I could imagine. But...
yeah. It is it's pretty finicky on higher gravity. But, you know, Espeon's doing great with this.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. Great. And, I mean, I feel like the efficiency is even better than Promo's T-spin doubles.
Yeah. If I'm remembering correctly, Infinite TST actually has the potential to be more efficient than your standard LST or ST stacking.
That's what I was gonna say, because I remember in Tetris Friends there was a mode called Marathon, and the record was Infinite TST.
Tomato, I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. Every guideline Tetris has Marathon.
Okay, yes, but Tetris, that one is different, I swear, because that one, you do T-spins and it ends faster. Trust me, it's a different marathon, alright?
It's still, okay.
Come on, bro. Come on.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about because I did play Tetris Friends as well. But...
Look, it's true, alright? A lot of Tetris games have marathon. You win on that one, alright? You win on that one.
Yeah, but no, I do know what you're talking about. The line count was really weird on those versions of Tetris.
Yeah, and the way it worked was you get rewarded for doing T-spins, basically. It makes them, like, you go higher in level faster, I think. So the world record was Infinite TST for, like, 2 minutes. And I'm always wondering, like, can the same be, like, possible in Tetris Effect? And, I mean, Espeon was making it look really good for a while. Now opting more into ST stacking, but, like, look at this line differential, right? Like,
yeah, no,
still playing really efficient.
There's still a margin. but also keep in mind that Espeon is still also behind on lines, and also it's like it's a lot smaller. It's significantly less compared to the first round, which definitely shows.
Yeah.
Which definitely shows that, like, yeah, I think picking a lower level was definitely the play for Espeon here.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like also the difference in lines, like Espeon isn't really forced to play at the speed of the gravity so much in 10, but like promo will still be fast because promo's
like
promo.
you can see Espeon like resetting the lock delay there.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense,
like,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, just playing it slow, taking their time. Like still doing it, you know. It's
one thing I do worry about.
It is getting really finicky. Ooh,
with
that was that was a very risky hard drop at the very top there. That honestly kind of scared me.
I think what I'm worried about is with level 10 and the ability to go slower, it comes back to the other concern of time, because it might be that like those 2 minutes just aren't enough to make up a deficit. Like I think in the last one, in the 2 minutes, Espeon was able to cut about like 300-400k off the deficit. I don't know if like Espeon can outdo that this game, but it is definitely a mountain to climb.
Oh, looks like Promo had a bit of a mishap in his stack.
Yeah, it does. This does look a little awkward to clean up. Ooh, missing the SRS.
Espeon doesn't have the best of stacks either, but oh, that piece kind of lagged in there. That was a bit scary. Really, ooh, that's definitely a misdrop. Gonna set Espeon back a little bit. Looks like they're gonna have to try to improvise here.
Yep, a little, but should be all right, I think.
Yeah, both stacks are about equal in terms of cleanliness. Both of them are pretty neatly stacked. There is a small mishap towards the bottom, but like they're stacking over it like it doesn't exist.
Which I think is fair, right? Like you need to be aggressive here, right?
You can't waste your time. You can't waste your time on something that small if you can still work on something on top of it. Sure, it might affect you later, but like, you know, you've got a match to finish. You're gonna fall behind if you try to fix that.
Yeah, and look at this line difference, right? 80 lines. That is a lot of lines.
Yeah, Espeon is definitely taking their time, but some people might think taking a bit too much.
I'm a little worried that might be the case, but also if that's like the speed they feel comfortable on, right? Like, it's hard to make fast decisions, right? So I think it's definitely like worthwhile if this is like easy for them, you know?
Yeah. Some finicky movements in that eyepiece there. Oh, that looked like the end of that. Looks like the end of that.
I thought there might be like a skim and maybe a TSD still, but yeah, this is still just now it's gonna be a big cleanup duty.
Yeah, and look at Promo. Promo's still playing fairly neat in comparison. There's a lot of holes in Espeon's stack, looking like Swiss cheese.
Speaking of Promo, it's gonna be over soon. We're on 26. Like, we're in the final stretch here.
Let's see how far Promo. I think Promo has the capabilities of going really far with this, so it'll be interesting to see.
I think it's definitely possible, yeah. But also probably like a lack of experience, right? So it's hard to like play around zone like this, or not zone. I keep calling it zone. It's literally impossible for me to stop. And yeah,
there goes Promo. But the thing is, a much smaller point deficit to make up here. So Espeon could absolutely take this back.
Definitely smaller, but definitely also not insignificant. And that timer's ticking. Like,
ooh, yeah. Using the T to set up that DT. Ooh, that's gonna be a bit risky.
That is risky, but it should work out.
Still goes for the double. Gets that eyepiece tucked in quite nicely. There's not a lot of room for that T piece.
It's fine. It works.
Still gets the triple.
And yeah, we're back in it.
And then
for
finding
Espeon.
that down. Oh, that's such a what a recovery! What a recovery in that stack.
Espeon was never worried, you know. Espeon's got it like that.
Another DT.
Yeah, I love the creativity.
Yeah, I really have to commend Espeon's performance here. Oh, looks like it's gonna go back. Is it gonna go back into infinite?
Right?
Is it gonna go back into infinite? Oh, looks like it. This could.
I'm just worried whether there's the time.
Oh yeah, there's not a lot of time. Looks like Espeon's kind of aware of that and is deciding, yeah, I'm gonna start down stacking.
Yeah.
That is a close time limit. I want to say it's possible to come back from this. It's just very close. Oof.
I think it's possible. Just Espeon has to play like Taskbot, so it's like, it's very hard.
It's gonna be really hard.
Yeah,
20 seconds on the clock, setting up that Kaiden.
Okay, efficient.
Gonna try to ST stack. Is it gonna be enough time? There's 10 seconds on the clock.
No, it looks like the time is gonna be the decider in this one. Espeon gonna try and get
seconds,
everything out, but it's gonna be over now.
Unfortunately, no.
Time up.
I reckon if there's just like the slightest amount of time, if there's just a little bit more time, I reckon Espeon could have gotten that back.
Totally possible.
Like, look at that efficiency. Definitely. Oh, very good second round there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that puts Team Dormido up to 3-1. So they're already on match point. I wonder what boss they're gonna put out there. That's what I'm thinking about.
We're ready here. Match point. Dormido could take it all, or we could see a reverse sweep. Who knows? Well, not quite reverse sweep, but you understand what I'm saying.
A big comeback. We could
just see a comeback.
Yeah, and I mean, my thought is, we haven't seen a boss win today, right? Pretty sure. So I think that is definitely the biggest hurdle for Team Kirby 703, because they need to win everything at this point.
Yeah, they have to win all of these in order to come back. And if they can, basically, all they really need to do, I guess, is endure some connected verses.
Yeah.
And then the last one is zone battle.
Well, the last one's just 1v1 between the last players, right?
Yeah.
Who knows if it would be zone battle?
A zone battle, but probably might not be zone battle based off of.
Yeah. Let me think, because like I feel like that's like the mode Bido's comfortable with, right? So I feel like it would make sense for Kibby to ban it. Could be zone battle though. Who knows? Kibby's no slouch.
Yeah, Kibby. I feel like my estimate of Kibby's abilities in zone battle might be wrong. Because from my perspective, I think Kibby is really good. So it's definitely I think Kibby versus Bido might be an interesting match to see.
I mean, we'll have to see if we get there. I haven't played Kibby in forever, so it's possible.
We'll burn that bridge when we get there, I suppose.
Yes. I love burning bridges. But,
gotta burn some bridges, you know.
But to make this comeback real, the first thing this team has to do is win against the boss, who's gonna be Doremi. Is it gonna be on Virgo?
Oh, looks like Libra.
Interesting.
Libra
Which
is
stage is Libra again?
Libra is in Area 2. And their blitz is hard block and hard field. But they both act in the same way in that they give you hard Minos, which means you need to clear any line with the Mino in it twice. Basically. So yeah, this is going to be interesting because as far as my knowledge goes, Libra isn't the best. There are certainly better ones.
gonna say, like, after seeing Dormy play Virgo in our like showcases, right, and that being intensely close, I was surprised to see Dormy pull out the Libra here. But you know, Dormy hasn't selected ready yet. Nothing's decided. Might just be putting on a show for the people. So I was gonna say, like, I'm ready.
We've got chat telling us that Libra is probably the best Area 2, and I would agree with that because the other two Area 2 bosses are not very good.
Yeah, that's pretty valid. But yeah, no, I thought Dormy was gonna go Virgo, and I thought we would have a 30-minute match on our hands, but it looks like we got Libra.
Yeah, looks like Libra is confirmed. We're just waiting on a player to ready up.
We're essentially ready.
Come on, Espeon, we're waiting on you.
Dang, way to call him out.
Well, it looks like they listened because they readied up.
Yeah, and I mean, here we go.
Here we go. Ready for banger alert. Here it comes. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Must win for the trio.
Alright, yeah, Shockey's starting off with that TK. Oh, looks like.
Wow.
Okay.
Hard field as Kibibite gets the perfect clear. Like, what timing?
Yeah. But looks like these players are ready to go for this.
It's go time, yeah.
Yeah, we've got
spike looks awkward.
It's not too awkward yet. Oh, looks like using the magic minions to get a huge cascade going. In an earlier time, people would get mad at you for doing that.
Yeah.
Because at one point, those magic minions did less damage when you cascaded.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, look at them, up to 18.
Oh my goodness.
I thought we were going to get any more line.
But that was already a very.
Oh my god! But start. look at Dormy, able to defend that pretty well.
Dormy's built different.
Dormy is built very different.
Indeed.
Like I said, playing against Dormy in connected versus is scary.
Dormy is kind of cracked at the game.
So I think it was definitely a good. I think it was a good call to put Dormy out on here for boss.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would be surprised if Dormy stays defense here and immediately switches back to offense. I think recognizing Dormy, like this is go time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's typically around here where you're like low enough that like any more garbage probably won't kill you. And like it's good enough so you can like get some attack back in quickly.
You're also forced into defense mode during the zone, right? So like might as well clear those lines while you're forced to.
Okay, well when it comes to zone, defense mode doesn't allow you to clear lines. Rather, any lines you clear in defense mode when the zone is going on will basically block some of the damage incoming from the team.
Which makes sense.
So if you look closely on around Dormy's avatar, it's kind of hard to see because of the particle effects going around. But there are a bunch of orbs surrounding it. That's basically representing how much defense Dormy has against the next attack.
Yeah, and as you can see, they all went.
And as you can see, they all went away following that.
Yeah. Alright, Dormy with some misdrops, but we're still early here.
Dormy got a good amount of garbage from that, but I do believe he's just... Okay, switches into defense mode. And then switches out into it. Okay, I see. I see now. That's very interesting.
I think the trick for boss is really you have to pick your spots, right? And like finding that perfect balance between defense and offense is really hard.
I seem to be understanding. Dormy seems to be alternating between both defense and attack, trying to keep a good balance between the two. Like clears honestly, a line here.
I think it's working pretty well.
Yeah, and now gonna stick a little stronger in defense. Gonna clear. Yeah. Oh, Espeon's out.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the opportunity, and their zone is not that close to coming alive. So
looks like the teammates are they're trying their best to stay alive right now. Focusing less on efficiency and focusing more on staying alive.
Which makes a lot of sense, I think.
Which
Dormy really wants to kill him, but the good thing about Espeon dying early is that when they come back alive, like
they will have a clean board.
Yeah, and then the other players can like die somewhat safely. I don't want to say die safely because, you know.
Yeah. But I mean you see that kind of tactic was employed a lot when it came to Area 5 Maniac.
Tactical dying. Yeah, I think that's very strong.
Yeah, it's a very good tactic. And see, they have zone right now, but Dormy also has a clean board, ready for Tetrises up the wazoo.
Yeah, I'm super impressed by how Dormy's been playing this. Just super clean. Feels like he's been picking his spots very well, and yeah, I've just been very impressed. But
yeah, Dormy doing a lot of 9-0 stacking here, trying to play sprint basically, except not because you don't 9-0 in sprint.
Yeah.
And looks like they're gonna get a quick 18 here. Was it quick enough? That was a pretty hefty attack. Yeah, it looks like
Dormy looking to go aggressive here, I think.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a close match, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy so far already.
When it comes to close matches like this, it essentially boils down to something similar to like Puyo Margin Time. Because zones get stronger and so do the boss's blitzes. So
yeah.
It is essentially just margin time.
Yeah. And I mean, those strong attacks from Dormy are really like showing, because it is so hard for the trio to get a zone charge and look at their fields.
Oh, look at that. Shocky topping out. Might have been a strategic one.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Ooh, and Espeon's
Espeon looks to be up there. This is Dormy's opportunity, I think.
Yeah,
time to go full on attack.
If there's any opportunity to get this match over with, it's to attack now. And that bump up's gonna seal the deal.
Espeon's still alive.
Gonna try to stall, but I don't think that's gonna last forever. Especially with a no-hold twist like that.
This could be the end.
This looks like it's gonna be the end.
It is a good stall from Espeon, though.
You can't stall for much longer. Yeah.
And there it is.
There it is. Well, there's our first boss win.
With the first boss win and sealing the deal, 4-1.
That was a very close match. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. That was incredible. That was some good stuff.
Dormy played very strong, and I think the team had a lot of ideas. I think the death from Espeon was very smart as well. But yeah, Dormy's just was so ready to absorb the attack there. I think it was interesting because Espeon dying, like on one hand, it was good because they could res safely and easily. But on the other hand, it gave Dormy more time to defend and be able to put himself in a position where he can attack aggressively. And that is exactly what he did after their zone. Just don't give them a chance to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, 88 boss attack too is crazy.
Yeah, GG's there.
Yeah, super impressive.
All right.
And yeah, now it's grand final time, right?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Doramido versus Whip.
Yeah.
Exciting
While we wait for that to get set up and everything, let's just remind everyone once again about the giveaway. You get 2 chances to win a copy of Tetris Effect connected on any platform.
Yep, just type connected in the chat and in the enhanced experience chat to get entered twice.
Type connected both here on Classic Tetris and on enhanced experience, and you will get a chance to win a copy. We will be announcing them pretty soon. So do get it in quickly, otherwise you're gonna miss a chance. Right. Yeah. It is team work in progress. It is nothing else.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, that's basically that's just their name.
I mean, like, what if they're just whippers, you know? Whippersnappers, if you will.
The whip-a-nay-nay.
Yeah. It appears we have a guest.
I apologize.
Oh wait, maybe we don't have a guest.
Yeah, we do have a guest.
Let's go.
No, just speaking of the giveaway, we are about to give away the enhanced game codes. So this is your last chance to enter. Just
last chance.
Type
Come on.
connected in the chat here and on the enhanced Twitch channel.
I'm totally gonna type it in, despite not having another platform to get the game on.
The more the merrier, baby.
Anyways, looks like we're getting all those connecteds in.
Yeah, this is your opportunity.
This is your last chance, fellas.
Yup.
All right.
Any predictions here on team? I like that you were calling them Team Whip, by the way. Team Whip versus Team Dormido.
It's tough. Both of them looked really strong in their matches. Like, I think it'll come down to the 1v1s.
Yeah, it might be the 1v1s, and even then, it's like, ooh, you know.
Yeah, I think if Dormy can replicate the boss magic that was just shown, I think Team Dormido's got it. But if not, I gotta side with Team Whip.
Okay.
Alright. I don't like making predictions because it feels like I have a bias. But yeah, my goodness, both teams I feel like are extremely capable of taking this all. So
yeah, I tried making my prediction like unbiased because I said both of them could win. That was my goal.
But what Dormy said, I was low-key, I was rooting for Fan Club because we would be able to see some zone battle that way, but we are not going to see any zone battle with Team Dormido in play. Dormy, Bido, and Promo are all extremely good at zone battle. I think they're all in the top 8, or Bido very close to top 8 of
they just got to pull
bracket tomorrow.
They just got to pull Yoshimi out, I guess.
True. Yoshimi also really good at zone battle. Has the IRS knowledge, you know? So, maybe. Hard to say.
All right.
I'm just letting the beautiful TEC music wash over me. You know?
Just taking the sounds. Available on Bandcamp, by the way.
Are they really? That's awesome.
Yeah, the soundtrack is on Bandcamp.
That's good to know.
So you can download it in the highest quality possible.
I should add a Bandcamp command.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. But while they're all getting set up here, we could talk more about the Zone Battle tournament happening tomorrow, I suppose, which will be commentated by the lovely Commando and Davo Tigger tomorrow.
Yep. That's going to be some exciting stuff. I'm just going to say right now.
It's going to be sick, yeah.
Really got to bring back my good man of my co-commentator back in WPLC. There's no better way to have done it.
I remember after the event, Guffy Fish was talking, like, I don't know who those two commentators were who said, let's not do a break, instead let's talk for 45 minutes. They are crazy, but but I respect it.
Dude, my only complaint about it is that we got cut short.
It's funny.
That's the only complaint I have. It was such a good time in that booth.
I'm glad you had a blast.
Man, I was just having a blast at Columbus in general. That was just
WPL was great, you know, and we have
Really?
the organizer right here, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely unbiased, but no, it was great.
I am absolutely not saying this because Shen is paying me to say it.
But you know, he is still paying you, maybe, you know.
Not to say that.
Not to say that, yeah, but
not to say
but,
WPLC was a great
play
experience.
It was a great experience, though. I give it to you.
All right. Well, it looks
You're
like
right.
they are still setting up. To segue away from my WPL show, apparently. Yeah. So I guess we'll do a drum roll for. I have all 10 codes ready to give away here to some lovely users in chat.
I would do a drum roll, but my mic suppresses noise.
All right. Well, everyone at home, you could do your own drum roll using a nearby drum table, wall,
hands.
I don't know.
You can use your legs. Yeah, legs is a good option. All right,
I wish I had a bunch of my music friends here so we could actually get a real drum roll, but no, that's too loud.
All right, so let's get with it. Drum roll. All right, so from the Classic Tetris channel, we have 5 winners. Elso Moose, SS. I never know how to say this name. SSCHR15. I see them in the enhanced community pretty often. Phoenixy. We'll probably type these out too. You know what? I'm gonna do that while I read these.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, those are the winners from the Classic Tetris chat. Tetri95 and Cute Data, which are, I think, 2 names I also recognize as players from the TECWC tournament. So congratulations, you have won a enhanced code for Steam or Oculus. And from the Enhanced channel, which, by the way, if you haven't already, be sure to go follow Twitch TV/Enhanced Experience. Recently partnered, and we have a lot of events coming in the near future and the next month. So we have 5 winners there. We have, here, I'm also going to paste these in chat because we can test my ability to pronounce them correctly so everyone can follow along here. We got Chompy Flen, Oxford Valley, It's Paulini, For Madras, and all_trades. All the trades in the world, you have earned a copy of an enhanced video game. So be sure to message me on the Discord, which I will also link in the chat here. And,
by the way, if you already have a copy of Tetris Effect Connected, might I recommend either the other enhanced games?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing Luminous recently. Actually, I've been trying to get into that.
Is so much fun.
It's hard, but once it clicks, just like any puzzle game, once it clicks, it's actually very fun. And it's just now getting that point for me.
Res Infinite is a great experience, especially the Area X segment. Really great stuff. It's I don't know how to describe it, but it really feels like immersive. So
immersive is a great word for it. I definitely, when I play that game, it like transports me into. I feel like I'm in an old '90s movie, like Hackers or something.
Yeah. Both of those games are very much of their time, and I believe they've aged well. So if you already have Tetris Effect, you could either just put it on another platform or get one of the other enhanced games. Both of them both of the other ones are also really good. Do give them a shot.
Yep.
Totally agree. And we have the final schedule on the screen here. So tomorrow, be sure to tune into the Zone Battle bracket. We have the top 8 already set up, and I think we have top 8 for Classic as well, and just not Score Attack yet. Score Attack, we're working on it, but yeah. Tomorrow night we'll have Zone Battle. Next Friday we're gonna have Score Attack, and the following, or next Saturday we're gonna have Classic Score Attack, and then the following weekend, in the bottom right of our schedule here, we're gonna have the Trifecta bracket. So if you get top 4 in one of the whether it's Zone Battle, Score Attack, or Classic Score Attack, you'll be qualified for the main Trifecta event, where you get to play for $1,111. And you know what? I guess I can tease at it a little bit, but we are putting together some medals. So just be on the lookout for some fancy looking medals for the some of our players from all the brackets, actually. So I'm excited to share that.
Got some nice, interesting stuff there going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, do stay tuned. And we got plenty more of this game going on for a good while.
So how's our lobby working? Let's see.
Yeah, good question.
So fortunately, the winds here in Eastern Canada have kind of downgraded a little bit. So it's still pretty gusty out there, but not as bad as it was originally forecasted. So I'm happy about that.
That's good.
But yeah, still got to play it safe with our huge shout out to our backup broadcaster broadcasting right now. Wabi is doing a pretty good job and is a moderator here in the chat. So thank you, Wabi, for helping me out.
Props.
Yeah. Always got to give a shout out to everyone helping organize and stuff, you know? It's what being a family is, you know?
Yeah.
Here at Enhance our family. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We also got Light Rod working stuff behind the scenes.
True.
Is there a language where like the enunciation of enhance means family, you think? There probably is.
Probably. Yeah, the enhance language.
Enhance means everything.
It's like the way kids make like a secret language when they're young, to like they like turn the flashlight on and off 3 times, and that's how you know.
We got some serious strategy going on in Team Dormito chat from Dormy here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
They're really trying to like figure out the right matchups. This is interesting. They're thinking hard.
Oh, it looks like they are going through the picks and bans right now. So just so you guys, in case this hasn't been explained already, the initial 1v1, there is a coin flip, and I guess so. Both players they blindly they'll pick beforehand, and then they it's blind to the other team, right? So they don't know who the opposing 1v1 opponent will be. But then we go through with the coin flip, and whichever player is wins a coin flip will get the first ban and pick left side. So that's pretty important for Classic Score Attack and Score Attack if you can pick the first level. But
that's true. See, I thought about like left side, and I was like, wait, isn't that just a convenience thing? But then yeah, you're right. It's true. You can just pick the level. So
yeah, for Zone Battle it's purely convenience, but for Score Attack and Classic Score Attack, left side will pick first.
And yeah, it looks like this is gonna be Classic Score Attack between Yoshimi and Dormy.
This is gonna be interesting. I do know Yoshimi has some experience in Classic, so
yeah, I'm excited. I'll say though, Dormy hot off a Shocky win, which is pretty darn impressive. I don't know if Yoshimi has that same level of Classic experience.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think so, but he definitely has experience, I will say.
That's good.
I think this will be a fairly even match, I think.
I mean, I'm excited. Dormy's putting us right on 18, right? Yeah. I knew it. I could smell it.
I mean, you gotta appease the Classic fans.
That's true.
That's totally what it is, and totally just not actual preference.
I feel like it makes sense to pick 18. Like, I feel like that's what, like, everyone plays on, right? In practice and stuff. So it's like...
Ooh, that's... not the best of stacks. But it is the beginning of the game, so it's definitely manageable, I think.
Yeah, that is definitely an important upside. And... yeah, gonna start digging through it, which is good.
Yeah, Yoshimi's definitely gonna be behind on this.
Yeah. But as we know from Dormy and Shocky, you know, Dormy doesn't have that crazy 70% Tetris rate going.
Mm-hmm.
It was more the sort of like consistency and lack of greed that kept him alive. So I think this little lead is a little like overcomeable, I guess, for Yoshimi. But that another O piece, like look at that. That is like, you know, I said it wasn't a big deal, but like slowly but surely it might become one.
It's basically snowballing if you think it.
Yeah.
Like, one bad piece placement will basically pile on, and you'll have a huge score difference.
Exactly. And yeah, here another Tetris for Dormy, and Yoshimi's stack is just, it feels like it's so hard to improve it right now. Like, ooh, Yoshimi pretty high up. I mean, still staying alive, but
Yeah.
Dormy a little hole in the stack now too, though, so probably also going to be forced to down stack.
Yeah, Dormy is still ahead by a good amount. About 2 Tetrises, a little more.
Dormy is really high here.
Oh,
oh my.
Ooh, just barely.
Oh my.
Tetris. Oh, that's... I don't...
But it's not over. Dormy's not out of danger yet. Yeah, this is over.
You can't get a piece on that left side, I don't think.
And now it's just up to Yoshi to make up these 50k.
Yeah, that's gonna require... Could do a lot of downstacking and... Do a lot of digging. Sorry, gotta use the right term. Gotta do a lot of digging and then get the Tetris, or just keep clearing singles and doubles and play it extremely safe.
And you know, I don't
maybe
hate the safety here.
Maybe it'll be a mix of both.
That's true.
Because despite being like on a bit of a time crunch, Yoshimi is at the bottom of the board, so there's like, yeah, here comes the Tetris.
There's a Tetris.
That's gonna cut the gap significantly, and I think
it only needs
Yoshimi's
a couple singles now. This should be, this should be game 1 in the bag for Team Whip. And yeah, no downside of taking time, like.
Yeah, but here you can basically take as much time as you need. That double's gonna clear it.
Yeah.
Alright, first game to Yoshimi.
Yeah. And look at the Tetris rate between them.
Yeah, Dormy just kind of had a bad mishap towards the middle there.
Yeah, just I think got really greedy waiting for the eyepiece, and a little excessively so. And you know that will happen.
That was a little. Yeah, like you can get too greedy. It can be a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. But let's see what Dormy has to bring in this game too.
Good stuff.
This is a huge 12-point difference right now. Okay, no longer 12.
Hey, those points matter in the long run, you know.
They could. It's true. They could decide games. Like
why do you think there's so much? Why do you think there's so much emphasis on pushdown points for a long time?
Yeah.
Yoshimi's stack not looking too great.
Yeah, but Dormy also forced to skim a little bit, so I definitely don't think it's the end of the world.
Oh, I don't. Ooh, that's a bit rough on Yoshimi's end.
Yeah, this looks very difficult for Yoshimi. But Yoshimi has shown that they can dig.
Yeah, they can absolutely dig. It's definitely gonna set him back quite a bit though. But as we saw last game, didn't really matter too much.
Yeah, I mean, if she can, like, make it work, she can make it work, right? Like, efficiency doesn't matter is, I think, the lesson of the day here. Oh, look at that dirty Tetris from Yoshimi. That's crazy.
That was an extremely filthy Tetris. My goodness.
That was gross but beautiful at the same time.
That was just like straight up unsanitary. Like, you gotta close it down for health reasons.
Yeah.
Like, that's how dirty it was. It's like, oh goodness, health code violation.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Yoshimi's still having trouble, like, getting this efficiency going.
Yeah,
Dormy
still
again,
behind by
Tetris
quite
ready.
a bit. Yeah,
I think the lead
Dormy just getting that clean stack, keeping that keeps those Tetrises going.
Yep.
However, Yoshimi's pieces seem to favor her weird situation.
That's good. I mean, she is doing a great job of digging.
Yeah, this is some really good survival from Yoshimi right here.
I feel like Dormy has been Tetris ready for a decade. Finally gets the long bar.
Oh, Yoshimi's setting up for that Tetris. That's a bit risky.
A little, but I mean, it works out.
Ooh. Yeah, it looks like Yoshimi's just like barely getting by here.
Yeah.
Basically doing a lot of digging, just trying her best to get any Tetris possible, but it's not a priority here.
I mean, I think surviving is more important. Call me crazy.
It absolutely is, but at the same time, Dormy's playing really well, and as a result, probably won't be able to. It could be. Ooh, I don't know what to say. It's gonna be a lot more difficult to catch up if Dormy keeps the pace up, especially if Yoshimi. Yeah. Oof. That drop from Yoshimi not looking too great.
Ooh, I love those
barely getting these pieces.
Dormy. This is looking tough for Yoshimi.
Yeah, really.
Oh, doesn't get the eye over, and that is the second game.
Eye is not going over. Yeah, Dormy's gonna be able to cut it out. And here we go. Decider.
Yep. And I think we're gonna stick with the 18, is my guess.
Looks like it.
Yep, looks like it. Let's see if Yoshi can get off to a good start this time.
Both players looking very clean.
Yep.
Dormy's favoring that too. I'm just gonna do a couple of skims just to get that Tetris ready. Perfect timing on that. Getting that Tetris, immediately taking the lead.
Oh, I love that last second adjustment from Dormy. It's excellent.
Yoshimi's able to get Tetrises here. Definitely playing a lot cleaner.
This is a great start for Yoshimi. But, you know, it's hard to keep up.
That simul Tetris right there. Scores are neck and neck.
Hey, you really practiced this classic commentary, huh?
I will admit, I did when I did a lot of commentary practice, I did also look at some classic.
Yeah. I mean, it shows. You got your simul Tetrises, your neck and necks, you know, you got it all.
I just need to get more technical information about that game, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we can't know everything, right?
I mean, we've got Trey Vision on stream. Like, this is just classic Tetris.
That's true.
It's just that the two people playing are guideline players.
Yeah.
Definitely more guideline oriented.
Alright, Dormy has an awkward dependency. Okay, the eye is gonna fix it.
That T is gonna make Yoshimi Tetris ready. Both players.
Both of them are.
Oh my god, these simul Tetrises are going nuts. Unfortunately, Dormy's gonna get another one ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like Yoshimi's pace is bad either, right? Like, they are very close right now.
Yeah, this is a very close game. This is definitely the kind of match you want to be seeing.
Yeah, this is a great decider.
Another simul Tetris, my goodness. These players are somehow like completely in sync and also not at the same time, and it's very fascinating to watch.
Oh, now they're deviating a little bit. Both of them a little awkward, but I'd say favoring Yoshimi.
Ooh. Yeah, Yoshimi managed to get a Tetris. Dormy had to opt for a triple there.
Dormy does find the Tetris eventually, but oh yeah, it looks like Yoshimi also has to skim a little. So I think their efficiency is going to be about equal.
Yeah, it's definitely about equal because you can see that score difference going back and forth constantly. It's
yeah, it is just
ooh.
It is neck and neck.
Yeah, Yoshimi waiting for that T-tuck, skimming a triple just to keep that stack low. Another T-tuck. Ooh, not the best of pieces.
Ooh, Dormy doing a little bit of modern stacking there, thinking this is the the spin was possible.
Yeah, it can be kind of hard changing your mindset from one game to another.
It's tough, yeah.
Especially when they play drastically differently.
Yeah.
These two games are basically only Tetris in name. Like
it's true. Aside from that, they are like as different as it gets.
Yeah, the difference is slightly less than a Tetris.
Yeah, it is.
Left side Tetris from Yoshimi, getting another Tetris there.
But also has more lines cleared. So it really is just the Tetris difference. There's another Tetris.
Yoshimi,
double up.
Yeah, Dormy took that back for a split second there. This is definitely
super intense.
This is a very close game.
Dormy opting for a triple there.
Ooh, those misdrops from Yoshimi.
No.
Ooh. That's gonna be a bit precarious.
Definitely not over though, by any means.
Yeah.
Still in this.
Yoshimi's got a bit of breathing room. Still ahead. About even in lines. Yeah, Dormy's got to fish for that Tetris though and take back the lead.
I mean, I think if Yoshimi can just get out of this alive, like, she'll be fine.
It looks like she's relatively fine.
Yeah, well, I think she's going for dirty Tetris here. Oh my goodness, the commitment.
That's a good. Yeah, ready for an off-center Tetris here.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Is she gonna get droughted? Is she gonna get droughted? She could
worry, right? Yeah.
Oof. Really going for those skims, really trying to keep that well open. Oh my goodness.
Keep the well open.
Gotta do a few digs. Gotta keep that low.
Oh my gosh, this drought is still going.
That drought is brutal.
Oh my goodness.
She tried to capitalize on that.
That is so unfortunate for her.
Oh, that is the worst. Oh,
and that's the game.
Good.
35 drought.
Oof, that drought was the only way it was gonna end, I guess.
That's what I was really afraid of. Like, I saw that well, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is not a good spot for a drought.
I was like,
instantly the worst drought of the whole game.
Like, that off-center well was ready for a Tetris so long ago, and Yoshimi was just trying in vain to keep it open on the off chance that as soon as that well is closed, there's a long bar coming, and then there's no more opportunities.
Really unlucky drought, but either way, congrats to Team Dormido, 1-0 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
see how this continues.
How these connected games go. That's what I'm excited for.
Definitely, I think. Now, all these players, I think, are pretty capable of doing stuff in connected mode.
I mean, that's why they're here.
Absolutely.
They're not half bad. Yeah, I mean, a good first game.
Yeah, that's a good way to start off our grand finals, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm excited. See if Team Whip can strike back against the Team Doramido boss. Do you think they're going to send Dormy in immediately, or do you think they're going to do the same thing as last time and send Bido in first?
I reckon Dormy needs a bit of a break. You can't really send someone in twice after such a stressful first game, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
because like Dormy won, sure, but by God, he had to work for it.
Oh yeah, and you got to be worried after being down 1-0 too, right? Like that's scary. And yeah, Bido gonna come in here as the boss again. Do you think they choose Area 4 again, or do you think Bido's gonna switch it up and go Area 1?
Well, you have to see once he readies up. Could just be sticking with Pisces, but we got the ready.
They're hitting the ready button so fast that it's like lagging my stream.
Yeah, they are eager to go. They are eager to go.
Oh, and Pisces it
Looks
is.
like it is Pisces.
Which area is that? Area 1?
That is Area 1.
Yeah, so I like this mix-up. Like, Area 4 didn't work last time, let's try Area 1.
So yeah, Pisces runs pop in and pop out, which is it's pretty straightforward to understand. All it really does is take some Minos in. It takes some Minos out of your board or put some in. Like right now. Really good timing, seeing as two players were trying to go for a PCO.
Yeah.
I suppose I should also clarify the other blitz. Bump up will obviously bump up the matrix or the stack on players' boards up a few lines. And that is something you'll see from every boss. So it's not just Area 1 that'll have bump up. Bump up is the universal blitz. No matter what boss you're facing against, they will occasionally hit you with a bump up.
I think that makes a lot of sense, right? Like, bump up feels like very natural to like a good attacking method for the bosses. Like it feels like
it is essential.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very close to an ulti, a connected ulti there.
I saw it was crazy.
You don't see a lot of those.
Yeah. I wonder how Bido's gonna opt to play this, because like we discussed earlier, like it's really, really difficult to find the balance between attack and defense. So I wonder what Bido's gonna go for here.
Looks like Bido was waiting for that soft drop, because as you can tell, soft drop limits your ability, takes away your ability to press hard drop, which
means you play slow.
Which consequently means you're not gonna have as much speed. Oh, Bido's stack is looking a bit.
It's alright, Bido's alright. Trust the process. Alright, another Bido attack coming, but the zone is already almost ready for the trio.
They gotta clear a few more lines there, and then they'll be ready. Looks like Bido is getting in defense early.
I don't hate that. With how dangerous that first zone was already, like, I can empathize a lot with that.
Ooh, a lot of misdrops though. That's...
Yeah, this is a little awkward. If they can send this zone really fast.
Yeah. A really fast zone here would knock Bido out. Oh, that could probably do it.
Oh my goodness, and there it is.
Yeah, really caught him off guard.
Yeah, really, like, unfortunate timing for all those misdrops. Got a little greedy there, I think, trying to send more attack, and...
Yeah, really quick turnaround from Team Whip there.
But let's see how the trio of Team Doramido does against potentially Chiskia again? I don't know if they'll send them out first.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Oh. Looks like Yoshimi is going to be
Yoshi
playing
boss.
first.
Spicy. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Picking Capricorn? Looks like
Looks like it. Yeah. I think this makes a lot of sense, right? Like, I think Yoshimi's their strongest zone player, I guess, and this is essentially just like zone battle without the zone, right? As the boss, it's just play score attack, right? And I know Yoshimi's pretty good at score attack. It's just like be efficient and attack, right? So it makes sense to, like, with boss being so hard to win with, to just give a good boss to what's like arguably your best player, and then just sending it. Will it work? Who knows? I just think it's a cool idea.
Waiting on the rest of Team Dormido to get here.
Yep. They're all here now though, so we're getting there.
Sayonara's kind of screwing around in the lobby.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if Yoshimi can pull off what only Dormi has been able to pull off so far.
That's right. Back to Capricorn. We'll be seeing some interesting pieces.
Yeah.
Ooh, didn't even get an attack in. Looks like you'll actually see that strategy quite a bit.
With
a
just
lot
like
of people,
trying to start defense.
Like starting off in a game of connected versus, you'll see a boss not attack until the first zone is pulled off.
I think that's totally fair, right? Because like the attack will just get demolished, right?
Yeah, there's like some depending on what the team depending on the team's capabilities, that first attack will essentially do nothing. And looks like I thought Yoshimi was gonna ST stack for a second, and I kinda got scared.
Yeah.
Let's see how much he endures. That's a hefty amount. A few more attacks like that, and she'll definitely not. She probably won't be able to survive for much longer.
Yeah, that 18 zone is rough, but you know, now the question is, let's see how she can balance the sort of attack and defense.
Yeah. Definitely getting all of those C-spin doubles. Definitely playing very efficient. Setting up a triple here. Has the 2 T pieces. Just sacrifices one to make it work.
Like this STSC, clever.
Yes. Yeah. Playing with efficiency here. That's some good stuff.
Well, I love this idea from Yoshimi, where she started with an attack, you know, slowed them down, then used the opportunity to go into defense for a little bit, and now right back to attack now that their pieces are somewhat normal.
Yeah, you'll
now perfect.
You'll see that tactic used a lot, but it's honestly still really hard to try and keep that balance going.
It's so tough. Yeah.
If you noticed when Bido was playing, Bido did a similar thing. Wait until there was an attack that would slow the players down, and then went into defense.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best strategies, and that's kind of why like some of the bosses are just considered much worse than others. Yeah. Because it's whether or not they deliver a slow attack like that, or rather an attack that slows someone down like that. Setting up a 2-wide here.
All that time was used, and look at Yoshi's board, right? She's already right back at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Set him up and knock him down.
Yep, but this 18 zone might cause some problems.
Ooh,
oh my!
That's a bit close.
That is a brutal 18 zone.
Yeah, Yoshimi's gonna have to play. I think Yoshimi has to play a little aggressively here in order to try and. Yeah, these players are down stacking.
I think she really has to slow them down now, because if not, like, it feels like I don't know, like it'll be really, really hard to do anything.
So yeah, she just deployed high stakes, which will just send essentially a bunch of eyepieces down the players' boards, that
yeah.
It could seem beneficial, but at the same time, they kind of drop in unexpected places. Oh, and the top out there!
That's so unfortunate. But it does mean Team Doramido goes up 2-1 in this brawl.
Yeah. Playing boss is really hard in this mode.
Yeah.
It usually takes a lot.
It's very difficult to play boss.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, from my just watching the last showcase of this mode as well as this, I think my thought is if you play boss right, it's like a pretty even matchup. But it's very hard to like find the delicate balance of how exactly to play boss right. And I think it all relies on that. But I think once people like master the boss elements a little more, I don't know. I'm optimistic that they can make that work.
All right, I do believe we're going to be going to another 1v1.
Yep. And let's see who's left. So they still team. Let me think. It's not Team Whip. Still have Sayonara, and they have Shiskia. Team Doramido still have Bido and Promo. So I'm excited to see who they're gonna throw out and who they're gonna save for the ace match.
All right. We'll have to see. We'll have to see who comes up next.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just excited to see who's gonna get chosen and who isn't.
Right. Looks like there's a coin flip going on.
Yeah, we love a little coin flip. You know, why don't we do a coin flip? Heads or tails?
How do I know you're not biased?
I won't cheat. I literally just flipped a coin online. How's this? You know what? Let's build some trust right here. Commando, alright? I will send you the answer. Don't look at it. Alright?
Okay.
Don't look at it. You got my DM? Alright, now you pick.
Let's see.
That's how you know I'm not cheating.
I'll pick tails.
Let's go. It was
God damn it, it's heads! Damn it!
Easiest win of my life, baby. It was not even close.
This was totally biased. I'm calling
Rigged.
biased. Rigged, SMH. Well, okay, looks like they're doing classic score attack again.
Oh, we're back, baby.
Yeah, it looks like Bido banned score attack and Chisky banned zone battle.
Ooh, putting Bido
We're not seeing any zone battle tonight. You guys have to wait until tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, who would pick zone battle against Doramido? Like, they're all so good. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm interested that they went to Classic. I thought Bido might feel more confident with a score attack as opposed to Classic, but I've never seen Bido's Classic, so I assume there's sort of like a trick up the sleeve potentially. All right.
Let's see how this goes, I suppose.
I'm hoping for another classic banger.
I see. So Chiskia is just so Bido banned score attack because Chiskia is good at it, and Chiskia banned zone battle because Bido's good at it. So this is the common compromise where neither party is happy.
Well, I mean, Classic's pretty nice. We're on ClassicTetris stream, remember? No slander in Classic. We save that for the post game, you know.
Okay, I'm not necessarily slandering. I'm just saying that.
No, I know.
I'm assuming neither player really likes ClassicTetris.
Yeah. No, I'm just poking fun. I think Classic's super cool.
Classic is super cool. I can't for the life of me get into that.
I know. I'm the same way. But you know,
I tried to at some point. No, didn't work well.
I mean, power to those that do. I played Classic for I know there was a tournament which was like tons of different Tetris variants, and the seeding was done based on Classic PB, but then the tournament was like 7 other clients. It was crazy.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I know. It was definitely wild. But I honestly, from looking at this Classic match so far, I've got to say I think Bido has the better handle of the game mode.
I wouldn't count Chiskia out. It just seemed like a very rough start. It just seemed like a very rough start.
Look,
and since they're not playing at 18, I don't know the Tetris difference.
That's true. I mean, my thought process was what's it called? You know, Bido has more point, Chiskia has rough field, and I'm basing all of my thoughts on the first like minute and a half of the match. So it's like, of course, nothing's decided, but you know.
Well, but I mean, to be fair, like the first minute and a half tends to snowball quite significantly for several matches.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, Chiskia seems to be recovering decently. Ooh, T-spin? T-spin.
T-spin indeed. Yeah, Bido is now, I think it's 19k for a Tetris, if I saw correctly. So, yeah. Bido is up
Kibby.
A little over 2 Tetrises. Oh, Kibby, I didn't even see in chat. I literally just looked at the scores and, like, tried to count the difference.
19,200.
I'm glad to know I was right.
I was gonna say roughly 20k. I was close, but that's... But you know, you gotta be exact with this kind of thing. You gotta know exactly how much a Tetris will give.
I mean, we don't have to. You know, have to is relative.
Yes, we have to.
Or else.
We must. They'll get angry at us.
Yeah, the enhanced committee's gonna get us. ClassicTetris gonna say, we don't want your broadcasts here anymore, pal.
They'll kick us off, and we have to find new jobs.
Yeah, this is our full time. We get paid a living wage.
But yeah, anyways, yeah, it looks like, based off of that, it's about 3 Tetris difference. A little more than that.
Yeah, both of them
stacks aren't
fairly messy. Yeah.
Yeah, neither stack is looking particularly neat. You can tell that they definitely don't have the familiarity that Dormi or Yoshimi had earlier.
Yes. Or Dormi and Shocky, for that matter.
And you know, sometimes you gotta work with what you get, because neither player wanted to play the mode that your opponent was good at, so this is their only option, really.
It's just a compromise, so...
Yeah, this is their compromise, a mode that neither of them are too familiar with. And honestly, it's working pretty well, I'd say. Bido does still have a bit of a lead, both in lines and score. But, you know, it's still early on. We could definitely see a change.
Chisquia's got the well open, right? Like, this is the chance.
A left side well is definitely interesting.
Probably out of convenience and not out of choice, to be fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. But I mean, even then, Cheesky is working really well for. Like, using that well. I was about to say use that well pretty well.
Yeah.
But
you know, we can't get everything right.
I mean, there's not like, it's not a bad way to put it. It's a really good utilization of that left side well, though. At a higher speed, you probably don't want to be keeping it.
Yeah. And yeah, now that Shiskia hit 16.
Yeah.
Bido does seem to have
that's
an
the end of
awkward stack.
Shiskia there.
Oh no, there it is. I was gonna say Bido has a rough stack. It looks like going into transition, but doesn't even need to go into transition. Just gonna take.
Yeah, you don't want to be keeping, like, I do know you don't want to be keeping that left side well for too long. If you need to use it, then yeah, it is a necessity, which makes perfect sense. But at the same time, you don't want to keep working on it.
That makes sense. I did not know, by the way, that the competitors could choose 12. This is news to me.
Quite frankly, I don't blame them. 12's a pretty nice. 12's a very comfortable speed.
Yeah, 12 is very chill. It's like mistakes happen, but it's like jazz music, you know? It's like it's just whatever comes, and that's okay.
Yeah, you can see Chiskia definitely has a better footing here.
Yeah, definitely a lot more confident, we say, as there are now 8 holes in the stack. But,
could be a strategic play. You don't know.
I mean, like, the upside of this, right, is that now they have the slow speed, right, and they can work.
Yeah,
with
they have a bit more. They have a bit more room to work with. It's a little more forgiving. Though Bido has a significant stack that is very clean.
I like the purple.
Yeah, the purple is very nice. Right? Yeah, no, this purple is very nice, even though it is a lot of purple and it's kind of saturated. But I like it. It's a nice color.
Oh, I'm surprised Bido skimmed like that. I thought a different skim was coming to like keep the ability to Tetris, but. Alright, once again Tetris ready on Bido's side. Chiskia very ahead in lines, or I guess not very ahead, but a little ahead in lines. And also a messier field, but making it work. Bido with the misdrop. I think it was a misdrop. Hard to say. Ooh. And yeah, now both the fields are gonna be fairly unclean.
Scores are pretty close though. They're less than it. They are.
Yeah, it's super close.
They can flip flop very, very quickly and easily. But Bido is Tetris ready.
Yep.
And there we go. Not quite Tetris ready here, but that is still a very clean flat.
Yeah, look at how clean that is, right? Yeah.
Chiskia is definitely having some issues. There are a lot of people putting pancake in the chat.
Pancake indeed.
Is that because the stack is flat, or is it just because you want pancakes? I
want pancakes.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, I saw you jump in on that.
Yeah, there's never enough pancakes, you know, I gotta jump in. Alright, Chiskia finally Tetris ready again.
Yeah,
with the
unfortunately, I believe about 3 Tetrises off in terms of score. Pretty behind on lines. It's gonna be a bit rough, but still doable.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard to say, like, how consistently Bido can keep this up, right? Because, I mean, these players aren't super familiar, right? Like, I would not be surprised if they were to die early, for example. Right? Totally possible. Like we saw even with the more experienced players. So it would not be very surprising at all. I think it's totally possible. So no one out of anything yet. And,
little over 2 Tetrises behind.
I mean, look at Bido's stack. Gonna have this Tetris, right? But after that, it's a little awkward again.
Also, I did find a table of like scores for the Tetrises per level, so I can understand the pacing a little more.
Can I guess this one?
Yeah, Lightrod has
15K.
Yeah, you're about.
Okay, 15.6. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, good estimate.
No, my high school math coming in clutch, huge.
It wouldn't be
like
so. It wouldn't be so
but...
bad if there were just like random hundreds values, and if there weren't like random hundreds values in the middle of the scoring.
Yeah.
I understand the reasoning for it. It's still kind of just like, oh, surprise! You forgot to add another 600.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 Tetrises ahead now.
That's
Left side well again. Ugh. And definitely seems to be stacking to basically accommodate for that.
I mean, like, I don't think left side is terrible. Like, especially at this speed, right? I think you can definitely make it work.
At this speed, it's workable, but like, you can't keep doing it on the later ones. It's definitely a lot easier to just go for a right side.
I think it's like, you know, if it, in the moment it works, I understand the decision, especially where like we're talking about the long term. It's hard to know whether either of these players will even get to the long term, right? Like if you don't really know your classic, right? It's hard to play for the long term when it's like either of us could top out at any moment, you know?
Oh, Bido's stack was like messy enough that Cheesky managed to take back the lead.
I know, I'm impressed.
Still about 20 lines ahead though. That gives Bido a lot of room to clear some Tetrises. And still keep that pace behind. Opting for the triple there. Transition begins.
Alright, yeah, transition for both now.
Yeah, Cheesky is definitely ahead by a good... Yeah, there is a significant difference between having your well on the left side versus right side. In Classic, the rotation of the pieces, I believe, favors the right side more. So it's going to be a lot hard. Yeah, especially with the eye piece, which you need for Tetrises. It's going to be a lot harder to get a Tetris on the left-hand side if your stack is super high, as opposed to the right-hand side. So it's better to go for that right-hand side to have that clearance in order and like have that allowance for a little more leg room.
Yep.
Like, see there, that was kind of a rough.
Ooh, Bido's stack is a little awkward. Oh, going for this Tetris. Oh my, Bido.
Chiskia is building that left-hand side again. It's gonna be a bit scary. Knowing to burn this time though, that's good. Can you get can't get the long bar there in time. That's basically it. Unless there's a miracle tap going. No.
Yeah, that would have been crazy, but yeah, Bido now only I think 1 Tetris away.
Yeah.
Not even a
less than.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of normal line clears should just close this gap pretty quickly.
Yeah. And yeah, only I think like 5-ish lines to go.
Yeah, just
perfect clear.
A perfect clear to end. Ooh. Wow.
It would have been cool if that ended it. Unfortunately, a couple lines to go, but that is cool to see.
You don't see a lot of those.
And there it is. Bido going to win 2-0 and put Team Dormido at I think it's 3-1.
That's a lot of O's, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a lot of O's.
Bido wins 2-0. Giving Team Dormido another. Oh my god. puts my tongue in a knot trying to say it. I'm gonna stick with the pronunciation of Dormitu. Just to combat all these O's.
And so now it's gonna have to be 3 in a row, right?
Yeah,
from a team whip.
Mm-hmm. Connected's gonna be their Connected is really their only shot.
I mean, they need to win everything, right? So yeah, they're gonna have to win Connected. I wonder who their boss is gonna be.
1v1 as well.
True. But they have to get to the 1v1 first, and given Dormy's boss performance and also the win rate of bosses, because they have to put another boss out there too if they can get past Dormy. Yeah, like.
Oh right, Dormy has to. Ooh.
Yeah, Dormy's the boss now. Yeah, this is it could be the end of the road if Dormy can repeat the magic on the Libra.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see what boss gets picked this time, because I'm very intrigued. I'm wondering.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Dormy picked Virgo. Ooh. Ooh, that's gonna be... Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a...
Ooh, we got a Virgo in the field now. God bless us all. So yeah, for those unaware, Virgo has the Blitz no spin, which means
no rotate.
Yeah, which means no rotations. You cannot rotate your piece. Each piece will spawn with a predetermined rotation, and you have to work around that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that Dormy would pick Virgo after Libra worked, you know? But...
I mean, Dormy wants to... I think Dormy right now is trying to secure a decisive victory.
Those are fighting words.
Like, it seems like with this pick, all Dormy wants now is to end it with a win.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that happened with Libra too, though, right? Dormy did end it with a win with Libra. That's why I'm surprised, you know? The only boss that's won today is Dormy's Libra, so I'm surprised that he'd switch off, but...
Well, it
Dormy Virgo's famous for a reason. Yeah, like, it's definitely not
Dormy.
Like, yeah.
And it's Virgo, which is a lot worse for this kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's see whether Chiskia, Sayonara, and Yoshimi can stand up to the might of this boss. And even if they can, whether they can put forth a boss of their own.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see.
Looks like we're about to begin. Oh, yeah. Dormy spamming a bit of the sweat emote.
I mean, playing boss is hard. I have sympathy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not putting it against them.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ready for this. I think everyone's going to be a bit scared.
All right,
there we go.
No spin already.
It begins. It's really good to get no spin off early because that's gonna slow down the players significantly.
Yeah.
You're either you're gonna have to drop fast and get a bunch of pulls in your stack, or you're gonna stall. Either way, it's a significant slowdown.
Yeah, and you know, Dormy working on this defense, just clean Tetrises.
Yeah,
it's working out quite well.
Team is trying to coordinate.
Ooh, let's see how high they can get.
Ooh, that's gonna be 18.
Ooh, 18 is pretty good though. It's not half bad.
That is a lot. That's a pretty good resistance from Dormy though. That's gonna be very hard. Here comes a bump up. And no spin again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult for this team to make anything decisive happen with their next attack. But I think the real question is more about like playing the long game, you know? Because I don't know if I doubt Dormy's going to be able to top them out with this cycle at least.
As you
could be proven wrong, but
Dormy just sent spin, which is the Blitz exclusive to Area 3.
What does spin do again? Remind me.
Spin essentially takes a group of lines and shifts them horizontally. Sometimes it'll be the entire stack, sometimes it'll just be like each individual line, but either way, those holes aren't staying where they're supposed to be staying.
Yeah. And I mean, these stacks do look fairly messy.
Bump up and I mean, no next, which, I mean, a lot of people don't play with next, so it's passable.
Yeah, no next is not the worst thing, I think. I mean, I said I don't think Dormy's going to be able to do anything decisive, and I think I'm right, but at the same time, it's not, like, free for the trio here. Like, their stacks are fairly messy.
Yeah, they're very high. This Cascade's going to get 2 lines, but that's not going to be a big deal.
Yeah. You would, like, you'd rather not have them, but, like, it's totally fine.
Like, the less you have for a Cascade, the better. Unless they're Magic Minos, in that case, just go nuts.
Yeah, those are different. We're talking about the Cascade at the start.
Yeah, the starting Cascade will deal less damage if it clears per line when it clears. If I remember correctly, it's less than half. There's a good amount of damage there. Dormy's gonna definitely hit them with a no spin before going into defense. That's my call on it.
I think that's what's happening right now.
Did Yoshimi get a perfect clear?
Maybe. I didn't actually see in time. Alright, Dormy gonna focus the defense now. That's what no spin is good for. You know, you can't play the game.
Yeah, it's 5-12. That's what I thought it was. For that initial Cascade. Yeah, Dormy clearing Tetris after Tetris like it's just sprint.
It's a good sprint, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Dormy's kind of schmoving.
Well, and look at the players. They have to stall, and that gives Dormy opportune time to play defense here and just clear them out. Clear out that garbage. Like, it's brutal. And now that they're back, Dormy's gonna set up an attack.
Yeah, and then like
just send it their way.
Yeah.
There we go. Another no next and spin.
I think more than anything, Dormy wants the no spin. That's what's been like getting the most.
Absolutely.
Mileage.
That's why people will play Virgo. Cheesky is gonna top out because of it.
And I'm surprised Dormy's playing defense here. I feel like in this kind of point in time, like, I understand the defense, but I feel like this is when you want to strike a kind of finishing blow, maybe. You know, like one of them's dead, this is your opportunity.
So, see, the problem is you don't want to attack too fast, because if Dormy were to attack them while they still have no hold, no spin, the no spin would immediately end. And so Dormy wants to keep that no spin going for as long as possible.
That makes a lot of sense. I will say it does look like the trio is going to be able to survive this, but the upside is for Dormy is that
Ooh.
A, it's not a pretty survival for the trio. And
yeah, they just need a few line clears. They really need a few line clears to enter zone here. They need to do it now. Oh, Dormy is waiting. Okay, waited for them to actually activate that zone because Dormy knew the next attack would just result in it getting nullified by the zone. And immediately throwing those eyes to the left-hand side, getting ready, getting all those Tetrises.
No cascade, I think, right? Which is really good.
No cascade at all. Chiskia kept that left well open. So this will definitely do a lot of damage. It looks like Yoshimi is using IRS to try and stay alive as long as possible. 17 lines, 173 attack. That's gonna send Dormy up halfway across his board.
Yep.
And there's a bit of a misdrop there too.
Yeah, that is, not the time for that. This is where you want to get your quick attack out so that you have the opportunity to defend.
Yeah. I think Dormy's gonna try to send a no spin and then go into immediate defense.
I agree.
Now that that zone got popped, everyone's stacks are looking closer to the bottom. It's looking a lot better for the team.
Alright, there's a no spin from Dormy.
Oh, Dormy with a lot of holes in his stack, doing a lot of misdropping, it seems. Cleans it up quite nicely though.
This is a good time to defend though, so Alright, Dormy looking for another attack, I think. Yeah, I think this is another no spin coming up, if I'm correct.
They just got out of one, I believe, so it shouldn't come again.
Oh, there it is.
I guess I misremembered. These attacks are coming by so fast that I lost track.
It's just Dormy so quick, it's just like... But yeah, now they can play the game again. Dormy gonna be back on the attack. That's a no next, real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Got another spin, no spin. Gee, Virgo, make up your mind.
Yeah, I know. Alright, Dormy stack is a little awkward. Tried to go for a clever TSS, but kind of looked at the garbage a little the wrong way. Tried to get a little too spicy with the skims, but it does look like the trio will be surviving, at least, until the next zone.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to get this next zone. Yoshimi setting up that Z-spin double. Very nice. Yeah, they've got this next zone down pat, just as long as they don't screw up significantly.
Yeah. And I mean, they've really gotten their way back into this game now.
And then Chistia leaving that left well open again. Prime opportunity for people to drop stuff all the way there. Yeah, they're going by fast. Dormy wasn't able to clear up all that garbage. So it definitely seems like it's going to be a very slow process to kill. Unless they can do something significant here and Dormy just does not have the room. Getting 19 lines, 285 attack. That's going to be enough.
That last line was the difference maker. That is incredible.
Actually, literally one line.
That's that zone knowledge right there. Holy moly.
That is... I want to say that's the power of margin time. Because that was
it's definitely a big
That was a 10-minute match.
Yeah.
That was a 10-minute match. Well done. My goodness.
Excellent stuff from the trio.
Absolutely. Fantastic work. That's going to keep this that's going to keep this going.
It's going to keep it going. But I think now comes the hardest hurdle, if I'm not wrong, because you got to take on all of Doramido, and the power of friendship, as we just saw, not easy to beat.
Doramido is gonna be the fun. Like, they had to work for this opportunity, and it's... Looks like production's having some fun with the with the names.
Yeah.
Mad Lad, indeed.
So I think left are Area 2 and Area 5, right?
Yeah, I have a
And, I
feeling
mean,
it's going to
Area
be
5
Area
is tough.
2.
I agree.
Area 5, while cool that you get every boss attack, has the downside of having every boss attack.
Exactly.
Like you have a few stinkers in there. You have like Virgo, you have Libra, you have the real hard hitters. But you also have something like Cancer.
Yeah.
Like it's like you get all the good, but you also get all the bad, and it's really just a gamble on what you get. Looks like Chiskia is going to be choosing Libra.
It looks like Libra to me. I mean, Libra is today the only winning boss. So, you know,
yeah.
if they're gonna
based
pick
on
anything,
that analysis, absolutely. Like solely based on what has happened tonight, yes, Libra is the only winning boss.
Yeah. Let's see if it can be the 100% winning boss after this.
Let's see if it has a 100% win rate.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a must-win for this team. So
yeah, like either Libra has a 100% win rate or Team Doramido takes it.
Yep.
And honestly, I'm not sure which one I'm rooting for more.
Yeah. You know, I like the idea of an ace match, you know? I'll root for that. I'm down.
Okay. Looks like that zone came by super fast. She's going for C-spin. Is that... I'm struck. Was that BT cannon?
Oh, is that a PC? Is this BT loop? Oh, that's clever.
Is this a BT? That's a BT loop.
Does what's it called? Does PC send extra in this mode?
No.
Because okay, I was gonna say, because if so, this is incredibly efficient. And I mean, it still is very efficient, but it's a little less efficient, you know?
Another perfect clear.
Wait, it does add a bonus?
Oh, does
yeah,
it?
Well then this is the meta then, probably, right?
There's a lapse in my judgment.
It's okay, like I said, we can't know everything. It's okay. Alright. Let's see how Chiskia handles the sort of attack-defense equilibrium.
It's gonna be really hard, seeing as Libra's signature blitz isn't one that's drawn out by time. Hard block and hard field are just an instantaneous effect, so it's gonna be a lot harder to pull that off.
I think the upside to that, though, is that you don't have to worry as much about, like, picking your spots for defense, right? Because Dormy always, like, relied on having to time exactly when they're no-spinned and then use that opportunity to defense. Here it's more like you can balance it, I guess, more naturally and think less about the exact timing.
Oh, you can see how aggressive. You can see how aggressive Chiskia is with these attacks. Like, look at that. Yeah. Blitz after blitz after blitz, and it's definitely holding these guys, it's definitely putting these guys under pressure.
Yeah, let's see how big this cascade is going to be.
This zone might break it. Make it a 5
cascade,
line.
Though. I think that's the biggest cascade we've seen all day, but Chiskia still has a lot of defending to do, and that is not going to be easy, so...
Yeah, with a BT loop, there's still a lot of garbage that Chiskia had to deal with. So this is actually going to be really scary. Those spikes might... Ooh. Still in it.
Alright.
Still in it.
Still in it, but it is very scary.
Still doesn't have a lot of breathing room. Chiskia's going to have to do a lot of attacks in order to try and slow them down and counteract it.
100%.
Hard block is definitely going to throw off their... it's going to throw them off a bit more, because you don't really... Your board's going to be dictated by a piece shape, and that's not too fun, unless you already have hard field.
Yeah.
This is...
Right, it all comes down to this zone, I feel. If they can reach zone, like, I think it's going to be over for Chiskia, but... If they can't, then...
Chiskia hasn't been playing defense at all, which is concerning.
I think I understand it, right? It feels like a last-ditch.
Yeah, no, attempt. It's not. It's like it's either like I top them out or I lose. Like
it's a Hail Mary.
Like you can't You can't afford to go into defense in a situation like this.
It's definitely a Hail Mary, but looking at this zone meter, like...
It's almost full. They're gonna have... Oh! Bido might be out! Bido's out! That's gonna be... That's gonna help
Robo,
with the...
you mean?
That's gonna help...
That is
promo.
huge
My bad.
for
Misreading the boards, my bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
And that's a huge cascade too. So I don't know.
That's gonna be significantly less damage, but that's still a lot. That's still gonna be quite
damage.
a bit.
Yeah, it's still.
Because that's a lot of. That's
Holy
still not a
moly.
lot. Because yeah, sure, it's only 2 people, but that's not a lot of time.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. That top out could have been huge, but GG's, and that is the win.
Yeah.
For Team Dormido.
Yeah, Dormido is going to take it.
Damn, big A rank for promo. Not a good look. No, I'm kidding.
It's all right.
But yeah, super impressive. Yeah, hey, look,
wow.
their whole idea was that is a Hail Mary, right? Like it makes sense that someone died to it. That is nothing
that's all you could really do in a situation like that. So it's
it makes a lot of sense.
I can't fault Chiskia's plays there.
Yep.
But that's gonna conclude it. That is going to end. Team Dormido is going to take this bracket. Congratulations.
Super impressive.
Congratulations to all of these teams. Very impressive stuff here tonight. Lots of good stuff.
We love seeing good Tetris on stream, you know?
Yeah, that's what we're all here for. We're all here for Tetris, and by God, Tetris was had, you know?
Yeah, well said.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, make sure, you know, I mean, there's no more giveaway, but do make sure to, what's it called? Tune in tomorrow for Zone Battle Top 8.
Yeah, we still got plenty more matches to show for you guys. Like, we still got Zone Battle, we still got Score Attack, we still got Classic Score Attack, we've still got the trifecta. This is just getting started, guys. This is just getting started.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with that said, I don't know if Austin's got a final word. Actually, he's deafened and muted, so probably not. But
probably listening to the stream. He can probably hear us still. He's probably still silently judging us.
As he would, you know, as it should be.
You all know Shen's a man in the shadows. Oh, man. You know, we've got a lot more players to...
Yeah, we've got a lot. There's a lot more Tetris to be played.
Shen says no final word. Looks like...
Yeah, I suppose...
Looks like that's it.
That's it from us. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some really good players up in these running brackets. It's gonna be some exciting stuff.
More bangers to come.
That's gonna be...
I'm excited for it.
I'm excited to see Dorami versus Uyushoda, because that's gonna... Because there's that one hour-long match between the two, but first to 10. That was some intense stuff. That was a wonder to watch. These are gonna be some intense matches, so yeah, do stay tuned. Do tune in tomorrow. It's gonna be some exciting stuff.
Yeah.
those might. Yeah, shout outs to production.
Yep.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Right. All right. Well, does Shen have any final words? He said
He did undeafen. I know. He's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it.
I was thinking. Oh my god. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Like, not to regurgitate what everyone has been saying, but be sure to check out Zone Battle tomorrow and the finals next weekend, and Trifecta the week after. So we have plenty of Tetris Effect content coming up, and I'm sure these commentators will be joining me in the future as well. So thanks guys for helping, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're just glad to be a part of it, I think.
I think
with that.
Yeah, I think the teams format in general too is actually a lot of fun. Just going between the 1v1 modes and getting the 3v1.
It is really hard for the
aspect in
boss
there.
to win, though. That's the only real downside.
Yeah, I
We're
guess
getting there, we're
organized
learning.
teams are pretty darn good. But
Yeah.
we'll see. The meta could shift again. Either way,
we'll see how this works.
Yeah, either way, if you have feedback on the format, feel free to talk about it in the Discord, which I can plug right now in chat if you want to.
Yeah, there's a Discord. We'll have a lot of discussions there.
Yeah, feel free to talk about the format, and we'll definitely have more teams tournaments in the future. But yeah, Commando, did you have any other points there?
No, actually. I think with that we can just wrap it up. Go home.
Yeah, let's do it. It's getting late here, and the wind is about to ramp up. So thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. That was a lot of fun, and see you tomorrow. Thanks.
Take care.
All right, see you around. Nice. Flawless.